Hey man, you gotta stop messing with that net zero, man. Come on, brother. You got the upgrade, brother. Got the upgrade. He bounced out again. But yeah, man, fuck
Is he in
Kanye.
this one too?
What's up? Yeah,
I
back
don't even
there.
see him on this one.
No, he pieced out. He was
Yeah.
here, but he pieced out again. You better hurry up,
But
come back for this. You want to go back black?
Yeah, this one gonna cut off too.
I
But
think
nah,
everybody's still on the other one.
Damn, it's 30-point lead, bro.
the Warriors playing tonight.
No, fuck it. Cleveland losing by 30, bro.
What? Oh, I ain't even watching.
It's 71-101.
I can't watch it. But I took
Somebody called Dad.
I told him we was in the wrong one. Hopefully.
I turned my
There you go.
There you go. He back.
I got a new TV I got this Mac Mini. I got my TV as my monitor. So what I did was the other TV I had in here. Yeah, I was watching the TV on. I put that up, and I was trying to do everything through one television. That shit's not gonna work.
No, it doesn't work, bro. Yeah, it don't work.
Where's Dixie at? Because I missed the part that I wanted to hear. God damn it, Dixie.
There he is. There he is.
My slow ass phone.
Okay.
Oh, you got to get that net zero.
I was about to say Hurts, and then another thing that that people don't really speak on for a young black girl to go to HBCU, that increases her chance of finding a mate.
Yes. Thanks. Yes.
You had to learn how to manage. A lot of our children are not going to get everything they need from the household. Let's be clear. We're not. Sometimes, my wife is a teacher, and one thing, if teachers bring their work home. Mm-hmm. Not just the papers to grade and the tests, ridicule and critique, but problems that children go through.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about college, especially for us that are old enough to remember or live through different world actually gave us hope and gave us a new scope. Like, man, you know what? I can go to college. No, fuck that. I want to go to. I'm going to go to college. So especially if you come from a household where ain't nobody went to college, like, so you can't tell me that those type of things that are implemented, or right brought before your eyes, they're not obtainable, or they shouldn't be. At least you shouldn't at least indulge and partake in them. So like you said, going to HBCU, my wife graduated from one. I know you did. I was a college dropout. But I just think that when I hear black people talk like that about diversity, and you never talk about inclusion. I mean, it's not inclusion, but you never talk about togetherness as a black person. That's very disturbing to me. Mm-hmm. Because
we're the only group that have been convinced not to do that.
Yeah, I mean, job well done.
To a certain extent, but also me coming from my environment where I grew up at, I didn't want my kid growing up in that same environment, so I wanted that diversity for him.
No doubt.
But I came from the hood though.
But that's economic. That's economic divisions right there.
Right.
Well, we're talking about going to an HBCU and learning about self, because you're not going to learn about self at a major university. And if you do, man, you got to go look hard. I mean, they have their ethnic clubs and shit like that, but it's going to be in your face at HBCU.
Yeah, I remember my wife said she her first year at her school, man, she learned. And my wife went to Philander, and she learned shit that she never learned here. She never learned at her school about black.
Right. Me too.
She did not. Shit, she didn't know.
Betrayed.
Right.
Not betrayed, but bamboozled.
Bamboozled. Right. Ran amok.
But like I said, a lot of times when you're not taught those things and within the household, things like that, man, they strengthen you in ways that you'll never imagine.
Hey, Harris. Harris, did you see they have an African American museum in Brooklyn that's curated by two white people?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's curated by who?
Two white people.
What? Hey, what show was that on? Oh, I know what that was. That was Survivor's Remorse with the one that LeBron executive
Oh
producers.
yeah. When they went to that, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Hurts.
The Museum of Black History was ran by this white Jewish dude, right? So,
Yeah.
oh man, it's just like when you go get soul food, but it's
Chinese.
we had a soul food spot, man. But it was like SEOUL.
You know,
Peace to the God, dropping knowledge.
I'm very thankful for my opportunity to go to a HBCU, but I must admit, growing up in a predominantly white town and going to a predominantly white school helped as well because it taught me that
it gives you duality.
It taught me that them motherfuckers ain't no better than me. I've seen them at their worst, they somewhat best, and their best. You know what I'm saying? So there is no myth involved. This is what I know. I've seen some really what I want to say. We lie.
Yeah, we lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see
I've seen some very underachieving Caucasians.
Okay.
You know, so knowing that, and then going to HBCU, but going to HBCU though, what they helped me with is it peeled back any subconscious layers of inferiority I had because I needed to see us running shit.
Yeah.
Because I came from a town that was just the opposite.
So for
now,
me,
it may not have the
slightly
same
different.
effect on somebody who grew up post Obama, but for me, I needed to see that. But go ahead, man.
For me, it was slightly different. I know y'all was talking about HBCUs and gaining that knowledge itself. I grew up in a strong Muslim community in Philadelphia. Knowledge itself was everywhere. You was either Muslim or you was a 5%er. You know what I'm saying? So you had no choice but to know who you were as a black man. The black man is God and blah, 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 blah. So for me, it wasn't really necessary. And the reason why I say I wanted my son to grow up in a diverse area, I didn't actually interact with white people until about the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? My hood, my area was so black. We didn't have not one white person, no teachers, no nothing. So when I got to the suburbs and it was white people, it was more of a shock to me. And I was kind of resistant. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck is your pants cuffed at the bottom? And why do you smell weird? And you know what I'm saying? For real, that. I was not feeling that shit at all. You know, I'm like, where the fuck did my mother move me to?
Hey, you said roll your pants up, dog. Yo, that's how it was when I moved to a white neighborhood. They just roll their pants up and wear wigwam socks and shit.
Right, I ain't know what that was.
Dude said wigwam socks.
Yeah, man, big time.
That salami in the air.
Smell like bologna.
Hot dog
Why
water.
do you smell weird?
Hot dog water.
But I just think that let's not achieve so much, man, whether it's financially or status or whatever, that we disassociate ourselves from the dirt. And what I mean by that is that, if one thing I like about, I don't know if we talked about Nas or whatever, but one thing I like about Nas is that I always, when I do see Nas is always with the people. He always back in Queensbridge. He always amongst the people, in some kind of way. Like you were saying, Dixie, earlier, a lot of times, when you see people, doing that makes you feel like, man, you know what? He ain't forgot about the little people, and then he doesn't owe anybody anything. But
let me say this real quick though, Hurts. Even if he didn't do that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But to me, where they lose me though is when they go against what they are, like what Kanye's doing right now. You can be indifferent, you can be neutral, but once you cross the line being in opposition to what you are or the people that look like you, I can't rock with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for me, living in diverse areas, I don't think it takes away from anything. Like, so for me personally, you know, ever since my kid was old enough to really understand, I've taken him back to Philadelphia. I've taken him where I got jumped at, where the cops then chased us down. You know what I'm saying? Where I like every experience that I've went through, he's seen. He just doesn't have to live that life. He don't need to live around all black people, but he know where he come from. He know his heritage. He know this. He know that. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times that falls to the education that we provide in the household. Like no matter where you at.
Yeah, and that's
You know
what Dixie was
saying?
saying. Yeah, that's what Dixie was saying earlier.
Yeah, no matter where you at, you know what I'm saying? Like this is us. This is what we come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like my kids, they don't know nothing about what that lifestyle. But I make sure they learn the shit they need to learn. I make sure I tell them they beautiful as the way they are. You know, it's not gonna be a European standard of beauty in this house.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of times though, you know, like I see a lot of my son's friends, like his niggas, you know what I'm saying, the black friends, whatever. I see a lot of them emulating what they think the hood is.
Yeah,
and
that's the problem.
And that's a problem. And I be telling them like, y'all motherfuckers don't know nothing about the hood, and you shouldn't. Like, you shouldn't want to aspire to know anything about the hood. Like, the hood is a mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but you just acting like you so tough, you this, you that, like you talking with ebonics, like that shit ain't cool. Like you're talking and trying to sound ignorant. That just makes you look ignorant.
No.
You know what I mean?
It don't make them look ignorant. It just makes you flat foot ignorant because you're lowering your you're subsequently lowering your IQ to fit in with this construct. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I used to tell my son, a bunch of motherfuckers who really don't give a fuck about you.
Right. I used to tell my son all the time. I said, man, y'all dudes think y'all so tough. I said, man, I can take you over here. I can take you over here to South Memphis and drop in North Memphis actually and drop you off in Scudderfield, and your ass will be crying. You'll be crying and running to get back home.
To get back home. Yeah. Yep. Hell yeah, man.
I said, y'all don't
they ain't responsible for you.
Hell no. My daughter be like, Dad, you think you so hood? I said, I'm gonna show you where I grew up at.
Hey, mental.
You know, and the messed up thing too is a lot of times certain parents, fathers, mothers, whatever, they are still trying to live vicariously through their own children. Whether it's through sports, whether it's through female, like through whatever, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is that in the background?
I don't know.
Oh, that's probably that's my TV. That's Dixie
on that vape, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'll go on mute.
He's smoking the shit out of that thing.
Hey, it's like he got 2 sips of tea in the bottom of the cup. Feeling hard.
I know I talk too much. You know, this vape, help me be quiet.
Hey, Dixie, I need you to make a list of all the artists that you would throw in the trash as of right now.
Throwing the trash.
Wait a minute, hold on. Who did Gadget just threw somebody away the other day? Who was that, man? Damn,
I did.
Yeah, you talk bad about somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Was it R. Kelly? Because he's in the trash right now.
Oh, he's definitely in the trash.
Why he should have been in the he should have been in the trash.
He should have been in the trash a long time ago.
Wait, hold on. I missed something. What he do this time?
That ain't what he did this time.
What he didn't do, shit.
What he didn't do.
Man, that's the black Hugh Hefner right there.
He didn't stay away from that elementary school. He didn't.
Hey, mental. I got a question.
What's up, man?
I can't remember if there's an actual name for this, because I kind of grew up in a Muslim area too. Like I lived literally 15 steps from a mosque.
Okay.
And we got Nation of Islam, and then we got other Muslims, and I always end up saying regular Muslims, so I can't say what the hell what is the actual term.
Come on,
for.
No, so Muslim is just the term, but then you just have like your different facts, like Sunni Muslims.
Shiites.
So, but there's not an actual
Wahhabis.
Yeah, but Muslim is just Muslim.
Muslim.
You know
like being Christian. You got Episcopalian, you got African Methodist, you got all these sects and factions.
Exactly. Denomination.
When I talk to other black people about Muslims, they automatically think I'm talking about the nation or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right,
And I'm
right.
like,
Yeah.
no, I'm like, nah, Muslim. So
Hell
I always had to
Hey,
double
what's
up on the
hey
Muslim.
Hurts?
Yeah.
What's the ones that be singing like that? We call them motherfuckers. Oh.
Those are those. I'm not about to do it.
You talking about the Jim Carrey
The one,
joint?
the one y'all be saying. I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
Coming for to carry me home.
Y'all need to stop it.
Hey, let me say,
I'm interested to hear your perspective on this.
Wait, hold on. Before we do that, do we have a Davenport sighting?
Huh?
He came through last night.
Yeah,
he came through last night.
Davenport's here.
They must be losing pretty bad.
Shit, Davenport, you're here.
ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, hold on.
Davenport.
Let me get
Yeah,
this out the way.
they getting whooped.
Let me get this out the way first. Are you watching TV?
Hey man, do not tell me what the story is. You're doing.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
God.
I do watch.
Davenport.
From Gary,
I
Indiana.
ain't gonna say nothing. I
Roser
just want
City,
to know.
ladies and gentlemen,
I just want
Davenport.
to know if you was watching TV or not. All right,
What's up, brother?
Kill it, man.
carry on.
Man, you need no mind.
I knew
But,
it must be all
What you
bad.
talking about,
He
Kanye?
spoke up too soon, too quick.
Is it basketball
Man.
on tonight? I don't got no games.
Yeah, you want man? That no
Oh,
mind.
so ESPN. There we
ESPN.
go.
I'll tell you. If it's bad, it's bad, man. We cool.
Yeah, BG. I'm interested to hear your perspective. What you been
Oh,
y'all
Kanye.
in
One
Silver
thing,
Too.
some of these teams better hurry up before my team cool down.
I
Y'all,
unfollowed
come on.
Kanye. Fuck Kanye.
You know what? Hey, you know what? You better chill out, BG, because you know what?
I ain't
You was
chill out.
talking real bad about Tank, and your grandma got you those tickets and shit.
She ain't bought no tickets. See?
What
Can't
was
do
those?
that.
What were
She's
those?
gonna bring a flyer.
Oh,
I thought you might have wanted to go. No,
That's even worse.
Nah, I don't want to go.
Maybe you deserve. Maybe you deserve.
Yo, have you heard the track? Have you heard the track that he got out right now?
Nah.
I've heard it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Tank
You
is
talking about the
that
trap
good.
song?
Yeah.
When
Baby.
we? Yeah.
Baby, I'm a savage.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Anytime R&B niggas use the word savage in the title, the song's probably not that good.
Right.
All right. It's
It
reaching.
ain't R&B at that
Yeah.
point.
Exactly.
Hey, the booty warrior was a savage.
Hey, speaking of music though, I already talked to some of the fellas that was on early before we went live.
The booty warrior.
I'm telling y'all, man. Call me crazy if you want.
I ain't crazy.
The best damn album I've heard so far.
Don't say Arian
Adrian
Foster.
Oh
Foster.
yeah, you was
Arian
talking about
Foster.
Arian
that.
Foster.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Who?
I couldn't believe. I was like, this
Arian
shit
Foster,
sounds
the
like
athlete.
You know what? I heard.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yo, I heard a track today by him, man. I didn't believe that was him. So that is him?
That's him.
Oh shit.
Hey
okay.
man, I mean, is it on Spotify, man?
Hey, I posted a track in classic
Hey, let me
status. Just
go
go
see.
check it out.
Man, this shit better be good, brother.
It's good. It's damn good.
No,
If
the
not,
track I heard today was dope, man. I didn't believe it was him. I was like, man, this ain't him.
If not, I'm putting cases on you, brother.
It's damn good. Unbelievably good.
From the Texans, Arian Foster.
Yep.
I guess he might as well rap here. They ain't letting him touch the football. Shit, I rap
Yeah, he
too.
retired now. Shit. He said he been rapping and doing music since he was 12.
It's not on Spotify. I don't see
Yeah,
it.
he plays piano.
But you know how the athletes always they get that stigma like, oh, everybody want to be a rap. But some of them do it well. Like
When you hear him, because I listened to his Breakfast Club joint, and he said he's basically saying I've been doing this long enough to sound polished. So I was like, okay, nigga, let me go hear what this shit sound like. So I went and listened to it, and I be damn, he wasn't lying. Like he don't sound like nobody new at this.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. It's called Bobby. What is it? Fino.
Bobby Fino is his rap name, and the album's called Cobalt, Flamingo and Cobalt.
The one track I did hear, it was dope, man. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I heard the one track.
I listened to the whole thing, man.
So if he wasn't Arian Foster, it would still be dope.
I was about to say, I'm gonna take y'all word for it.
But then
yeah. I'm just not Arian Foster. I'm just not gonna go and seek out his music. If I stumble across it,
okay, that's cool. That's cool. Or you can just go to classic status and check out that one track.
Wait a minute, hold up. You won't go listen to an Arian Foster record? But you'll go listen to Liberace and chop it up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Different intentions.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just checking.
Hey man, you listen to a Young Thug track, you owe Arian Foster a favor.
Hey, her.
Yeah, true that. Yes, sir.
You mean Sex? That's his new name. It's no longer Young Thug or
Oh
Sex.
yeah.
What?
Are you serious?
I'm
Yeah.
dead
You
ass
lying.
serious, man.
His name
What I
is
missed?
Sex now.
SEX.
It's just Sex.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
Man,
Young Thug.
yeah, I don't
For
know
real,
what's
his
going
name is
on.
Sex.
You was saying something, Gadget?
Is it them two chicks, Diamond and Silk, aren't they from Memphis?
Bruh, hold up. Hey man, let me tell you something, brother. Them chicks was
You
from
remember
Memphis.
their name, though.
They couldn't come back here.
You remember their name, Gadget?
Hey,
No.
Memphis
Only because I'm on Facebook right now.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
they were just
okay.
on Facebook the
They
other
was on
day. like
Facebook,
some-
yeah.
Yeah.
But Memphis is chocolate city, man. So you already know what the black delegation think about them.
They from North Carolina. That's what.
Hey, look,
Oh,
don't say that Chocolate City shit too much in front of these DC niggas. They might fight you.
Well, hey, it's chocolate here, brother. It's chocolate here too.
Look, they take
But
that
man,
shit
it's
serious.
but on the main subject though, man, to me it just comes down to basic human decency. And when you are against that, I can't rock with you. Nobody in your crew.
So again, I ask you, what artists are you throwing in the trash?
I only know Kanye West to come out and let me know if it's
Yeah.
others,
No.
but I only know him.
I'm talking about as far as anything. What artists do you not?
Oh,
rock
R.
with?
Kelly for sure. He been gone.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's in the
Newly
trash.
Kanye.
Kanye's in the trash.
Y'all got to help me remember.
I'm
Who
trying
else?
to remember.
I've been on some fuck Michael
Wow,
Jackson
no.
shit long time ago. Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Lady G.
Hey, if Mike was out there touching kids, fucking throw him away too.
I just want to share my bag with the kids. It's okay.
Yeah. I
Alright,
don't
go
think he
again,
might
Dixie.
be that though, man. But
Throw in Vogue in the trash.
What was wrong
it's okay.
Nah, he trolling.
Oh, okay.
Takashi 6ix9ine, he's in the garbage.
Definitely.
That boy there.
Who?
They throw all these
Takashi.
little.
I'm trying to remember who else
He
violated like that.
Stayed, that man was burped in the garbage.
Who else? You gotta help me, Gadget. I don't remember.
Khalees.
I'm getting old.
So yeah, throw Khalees in the trash.
Hey, BG, the wife will fight you on that one.
Hey, but you
Hey,
know
let
what,
me say
man?
something about this. Let me say something about this.
Toss
Go ahead.
Haley
Hey,
in the trash.
hold on, Hurts. Let me go first, Hurts. This is the only problem I have with this. It's just funny to me that once that her violating their court order agreement went public right over Easter, that she violated their court. It's just funny to me that she tells this story now, right after that. It feels contrived.
But you know, man, we are in the Me Too movement phase of life now, and
Hey, fuck her, me too.
yeah. But you know the thing about this, my wife was like, "Damn." I heard her say "damn" this morning while she was getting dressed for work, and I'm walking around like, "What you damning about?" She said, "They done got Tom Brokaw too."
Yeah.
But you know what? But in Nas's, one thing he has in his favor is that probably 80% of his fan base are males.
I don't know. I think it's about
Chicks like
about
to
60
like
40.
Nas too.
They love that dude. Chicks
Where
love
I'm
Nas.
from, ladies love him.
Hey, I told y'all when I was at A3C, this chick that was sitting beside me, she knew every line to every Nas song that he performed. I'm talking about even the B-side material. So she was like spot on. She knew all of the the boot camp stuff, everything. I was like, God damn.
But
what the hell did Tom Brokaw do?
Is she the everyday high heel wearing chick?
Yeah, she was a chick. She wasn't no rough looking. This was like a girly girl.
Oh, okay.
Chicks love Nas.
My wife like Nas, but she don't look at Nas like she would look at a LL. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of
Like,
course not. I mean, that's two
like she
totally
listen
different
to.
type of dudes.
I was about to say,
No,
yeah,
I'm just talking about the music, just music only. Like she look at Nas.
Still, those are two.
Well, they
The
both
point, the
queen, they
point I'm
both they
making
both
is,
queens, dude.
yeah,
but
but
yeah,
one
but
of them is
LL
made
was a sex symbol, and Nas
Yeah.
is not. He just
exactly. That's what I mean. Like Nas, I mean, some women may think that, but he's not selling that. Is what I'm saying. That's not what he's promoting to you. So if let's say that he has some kind of backlash, I don't think it's going to be as damning as she thinks it's going to be. Is what I'm saying.
Hey, so pun beat his wife too. So what's up?
With a
Biggie
fucking
beat
pistol.
Kim.
she that's no, you know what? I shouldn't even say that. No,
Pistol
According to
whip.
Jermaine Dupri, Big put a gun out on Kim. So
but you know what? But how much of it is being provoked? And I'm not saying that for being provoked is a right way to react. But let's face it, a lot of
Is
guys
it
you
don't.
serious
get
though?
10, you get 10 all right nines from me. That's
It
it.
takes two, Hurts, like you said. It takes two, too, man. You don't know what the other person was doing. It could have
Exactly.
been
And
splitting
like
You
space or
get
you
something like
10.
that.
know, and my thing
You
is
don't
like
know.
nothing will make me lose respect for a person more than man just blatantly lying about some shit that you know even if it did happen, you're not saying you're not putting your part out there. Like the man
Right.
came home off tour and like, you know what? I just want to slap you around. Come here.
Yep. No reason.
Hey, here's a guy I want to throw in the trash. Bow Wow.
Oh,
I've been
No,
throwing
no,
him in
no,
the
no, no,
trash.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
don't throw him in
Don't throw him in the
No,
trash.
Chad
Gadget.
Moss.
Why?
Hey, throw him
Nah,
in
I've
the
been throwing
garbage.
him in
Throw him in
trash.
the garbage disposal and let them
That's
let
what
When
I
him
was
he
chop
about to
when
wood
he
up.
all of a sudden,
say.
hey, Gadget, when he again, we back to the same shit. When he all of a sudden went black no more, I was
Yeah,
done.
that.
Yeah.
I think he says that like Puerto Rican or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what he was. Yeah,
Negro, that's black too.
Nigga, they got off the same ship.
exactly.
He
They just
shared the
they
same
got off
trash can
first.
as Tiger Woods.
They just
Man, you
went
know what?
they
You know,
went
he
they
put.
went south and we went north. That's the only difference.
But you know what? But so Little Wayne kind of
Oh yeah, you know.
Throw him
Fuck
away
him too.
too.
Yeah.
disassociates too. But then again, these niggas didn't have money since they was 11. It puts them in a whole different category. You
But
know what
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
saying?
where Wayne was bullshitting because I call him in his bullshit. Cause if you go listen to Hollywood Divorced Outcast song, he's talking about racism
Yeah.
during Hurricane Katrina in his whole verse. But now all of a sudden racism don't exist now.
It don't
But
exist. Yeah.
remember the Georgia Bush song too. He addressed a lot of shit in that.
Exactly. But now
So
racism
I
don't
ain't
exist
heard that
now.
in a long time.
yeah.
You see what I'm
For him,
saying?
it don't, because he's rich.
He
But
just
then
sold out.
but
That's
again,
all.
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. These niggas just quote unquote celebrity, but they just niggas.
Yep.
But they
Niggas with money.
You know what I'm
but
saying? With fucked up
And I ain't
mentalities.
supporting him.
With fucked up mentalities.
And they celebrities who will not have any support from me. And I ain't nobody, but I'm just saying I won't be giving them my time or money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying a Carter whenever it comes out.
that's just like I can't say that Bill Cosby wasn't guilty of all of of with all those people.
Fuck him too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But the thing about
Fabulous.
it is, why do you wait 20, 30,
Yeah.
even 15 years later to say like, why do you wait this late? But like I said, I tell my wife every morning we see this in the news, like a lot of it is piggybacking. And
Definitely.
so, a few people made it so like, you know what? I now have the courage to speak about my conviction and what's been. Man, come on! You just yesterday you were just acquiescing about the fact that man Bill gave me a quaalude and we had a wonderful time. But now, like, you know what? Hey, I've been looking at this shit all wrong. I was drugged.
Turned into a payday.
Now, in the case of celebrities, yeah, I agree. I think a lot of times that's why these people speak up after a while, especially after a big payday.
Right.
But in real life, like when celebrities aren't involved, like I know a few females who have been raped.
Now that's real. Now that's realer than real deal Holyfield right there.
Yeah, that shit, man. Like listening to some of those stories, you kind of understand. Like
Yeah,
you
they
know,
feeling
when that reliving the moment,
reliving the moment
like, that
and,
shit
and
is real.
embarrassment, all of that.
Because I was always one of them people. If you was violated, why didn't you go to the cops? If you being abused in your home, why you staying with this dude? But
Yeah,
you know what I
change
mean?
him.
Yeah, man, that's just tough. Like that shit is tough.
It's like black people living in a black community. Like you still got to call the police when something happens.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Oh, excuse me.
You calling the motherfuckers that you trust the least.
Yeah, exactly. That you trust the least. Yep.
Till we start policing our own neighborhoods, and it's always gonna be that. We gotta police our own communities, man.
Man, I know where
I don't know if you could do it nowadays. Well, you can do it nowadays in certain areas.
You can, but a lot of it is, man. The older heads, they're so not engaged. They're so out of it mentally. Like they trying to keep up with these youngins. They're not trying to set the standard for these young dudes to live by. They trying to be the young dudes, and in turn, the young dudes, they don't have that same respect for them. Because you out here smoking, you out here smoking. It's real. If I'm out here smoking and drinking with you, and you 50 years old, and I'm 17, 18 years old, the minute I start to tell you some righteous shit, and I'm not gonna get respect up. They're gonna be like, man, old man, you sitting there smoking. What make you think you better than me? You out here doing this shit with me.
Yep.
So
that's the truth, man. Our old heads would tell us, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you doing, man? Give me that shit, though. Get off the block. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when some shit going down,
right.
Ain't you the basketball playing little nigga? Ain't you the rapping little nigga? Go do that. You know, like
get your ass up out of here. For next time, I'm gonna kick a knot in your ass, and I'm gonna tell you, mom, I did it.
Exactly. But now the OG will put the crack, the gun, all of that shit right in the little young dude's hand while they sitting back and watch the whole shit go down.
Try this.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get knocked, don't say my name. That type shit.
Right.
Take
a charge for him.
You can throw a Bow Wow ass in the garbage. I'm trying to think of anybody else. You can throw like BA said, you can throw the whole family of Lils in the garbage. Iggy is there. You can throw her ass in the garbage.
Oh, man, did somebody say Chingy? Did somebody say Chingy?
I said Chingy.
Ain't nothing wrong with Chingy.
Damn.
Nah, so Chingy's career got derailed by that fucking tranny story.
Yes, man.
That lie. Yeah, and then a little while ago, the tranny came out. But that's where he's from, though.
Throw Bobby Valentino ass in that, too.
Yeah, then the tranny came out.
That's unfortunate for him because she came back and said she lied. His career, he lost, and he said he lost a deal because of that.
Bobby V can go.
He lost everything.
Yeah.
You said who?
I told y'all, Chingy sold all his studio gear back to the Guitar Center that I go to.
Yeah, Chingy lost it. Chingy lost it all.
We got to think of some people.
Oh, hold on. Who did White Body say?
He said,
Bobby V. He said Bobby V. Like, he was never here though.
I was about to say, yeah. Like, are we throwing like credible people in this? Bobby V.
Throw it all the way.
Just in case he pop up.
But the best highlight of Bobby V career is the Mrs. Officer hook for Young Money.
I like Slow Down though. That shit was jam. I'm sorry.
I'm not throwing anybody in the trash for their sexual orientation.
Right, orientation. Yeah, that's for me. That's
but own it though.
True.
Don't be out here. Don't be out here switch hitting.
Yeah, that's true.
But even like I said, I can deal with neutrality, man. But
he's pansexual.
Yo,
Janelle Monáe is pansexual.
What the hell?
Man, I'm so heartbroken.
Pansexual is like a bisexual, except for they're also open to having sex with trans.
You don't base anything off of gender. You will date anybody,
period.
Whether you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you would date a transvestite, homosexual to a heterosexual.
Man,
I'm so back in the day.
Yeah, I'm so heartbroken behind that one right there, man.
Why?
Why?
Janelle Monáe?
It ain't like she's a dude.
Yeah, but still, I'm like, I can
just
lay down with Janelle Monáe knowing that she'll lay down with anybody. You know,
right? If Jilly from Philly tell me that, I'm just gonna bust out start crying, bro.
Like
I love it, boy.
She's a whore.
Hey, but before people got married, did y'all check the background? Did y'all do background checks?
So you do background checks to a certain extent, but it's different if your chick just slept with a bunch of niggas. But if your chick is sleeping with females that have penises and males that have vaginas, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different ball game.
Man, you got a cesspool on your face.
That's a lot of process.
We don't even call her a whore. She's a whore.
Yo, that's a whole lot to process, man.
Hey, you go to the doctor. Hey, you go to the doctor. Get your diagnosis. It doesn't look good, sir.
Hold on. So, are we talking Marvin Gaye in the trash then?
Oh my God.
Hold up now. Now you going too far.
I need more receipts, man. Man.
I'm not gonna throw somebody in the trash for their sexual orientation.
I'm talking about trash in terms of their
beliefs.
Not even beliefs, but more or less their contribution, their lack of contribution.
I'm gonna throw them in the trash based on two things. One, are they sellouts or not? And two, or R. Kelly's case, or just a pedophile.
Straight up pedophile, yeah.
Her throwing niggas in the trash for they bitch assness.
Yeah, right. Hey, you go in the slingshot and you fall out.
You go to
bitch assness criteria set up.
Man,
you flop on a file.
Yeah, you flop, nigga. Hey, it's a done daughter. Yo, ass, you got some bitch assness about you.
This nigga said it's a done daughter.
So I guess.
But yeah, but that's like I don't mean to bring this up. I know this is a touchy subject, but like when Lance was swiping at the ball and LeBron, like he hit him he ain't touched LeBron in the face. I said, man, you know what? I
hurts, man. We ain't supposed to be talking about that.
Oh shit, okay, my fault. But that happened in game one though. But yeah, that was some bitch assness. You don't do that. You don't fake somebody hit you in the face, man. Unless
that's telling foul shit, man.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I hate that.
But I'm trying to think about who else we can throw in the garbage though.
So hold on. So all right, I'm trying. How can I put this? Are you saying you're throwing Monet in the trash?
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying we would talk about the whole pansexual.
But are you throwing her in the trash because she's everything?
Nah, you know what?
She ain't throwing in the trash. I just couldn't fuck with her.
You know how you got that bottle of Pepsi that you had for 20 years, but it's just it's an eye candy or it's a conversation piece.
Yeah,
it's a conversation piece.
But to me, it's a bit confusing because if you're gonna be with a woman, if you're gonna be with a woman who looks like, who has, the thing, won't just be with a dude.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Hey, I don't know if y'all ever seen this movie. It's a movie with it's called Life is Hot in Cracktown or something like that. But it had Kerry Washington playing like a dude. She was a chick, but she was like going through her hormonal. She used to be a guy, but now she's a girl.
Who played the role?
Kerry Washington.
Oh shit!
And I think I've seen that.
After that, I was like, man, you know what? I don't even look at her the same.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
She had like scruff. You know what I'm saying? Like she was using the bathroom and she untucked it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. What? Oh.
Yeah, I saw that shit. And then on the other side of that, if you're going to be with a dude who, got rid of his thing, like, you might as well be with another woman. Like, I don't know.
Now you said, babe, if you're saying if we're talking about, we're saying bisexual, okay, I can, but then if you say pan, that means dogs are off limit. That's bestiality though, but.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you panning.
Yeah, that's a lot to process.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, stupid.
But if you just back to Kanye though, looking at his eyes, man, he looked like he had that get out procedure.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm gonna say, and let me tell you why.
He one camera flash away from a nosebleed.
But let me tell you why. Even the whole Kim's response to the situation is even flawed because he's been around you guys for the last however many years. How do you expect him to be? You know what I'm saying? So don't come out acting like you're so. It's like playing both sides of the fence.
It is, but Kim Kardashian, you know, she's still a businesswoman, and she know most women support her businesses. So, and if most women not riding with Trump, she even let Kanye mess up her money.
True. Yeah, that is true.
Grip him by the, you know what, you know. So,
how many people in this chat think he's a genius?
He's a genius.
Musically.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't think he's a genius because I look at a lot of stuff that Kanye was doing, and
he got some nice beats, but
it's no different than what the RZA was doing.
Thank you.
Early on.
Hey, Dixie thought I was crazy.
I said
put P Rock.
I ain't say that. I ain't say you crazy.
I would put P Rock.
Mental. Didn't I say fair enough? Did I say fair enough?
No, he agreed. He agreed.
But I heard somebody say this. I don't know who said it, but yeah, I would definitely put P Rock his discography up against Kanye's. Easily.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm not just talking about beat making. I'm just talking about the whole artist as a whole.
I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about
I'm not talking about Pete Rock. I'm talking about my whole reason for saying Kanye was a genius.
Man, I still don't think. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Depending on how old you are, if I was to ask my little guys from around the way, if I ask them, of course they're gonna say he's genius because. You think about what everything that Kanye has brought to the table thus far from his inception to now. Right. And most they were young coming up listening to him, inspired by him. You look at the art.
Okay.
I got a young cat around here named Kenny Wayne. Kenny Wayne, he's a producer, but he also is an artist. And if you ever seen any of his artwork, it's inspired by the same guy who did the artwork for
Dark Twisted Fantasy
graduation,
shit.
all that whole anime shit. He does anime. He does anime, you know what I'm saying? And that's directly tied into the whole Kanye thing.
Yeah.
You know
let me ask you this. This is what I'm looking at.
I'm not making this
overly complex. Like to make a smash beat is one thing that we've heard several producers do, but to make a smash beat and then make a hit song on top of that and write it yourself. Like that's some genius shit. Dre has never done that. Hold on.
We don't know what he wrote.
What he write?
We don't know what he didn't write, but we know Dr. Dre wrote shit.
Yeah,
no,
I see what he's saying.
But that does not make.
I think DJ Quick is a genius.
Now
to be able to make the beats himself and then turn around and write the hit record himself.
Calm down.
That's genius to me.
Calm down. That's all right, brothers.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not upset. I'm just getting passionate here.
But like he said, like God just said earlier today. I mean, we got people in Dirty Old Man. We got people on this panel right now that is doing the same thing.
I think Black Man's a goddamn genius. I've said that for years. I've said that for 2 years.
Yeah, we can say that about a lot of producers though. That they doing the same.
But
shit
I think a lot of it is with Kanye is the fact if Kanye wasn't as boisterous as he was, we wouldn't say that. And I'm gonna tell you, because he don't just let his art do the talking. He talks.
That's his problem. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so
he's a sociopath.
Did that too.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is I don't look at him as a genius. I just think that he's a person that kind of like that's why he likes Trump the way he likes Trump, because it's kind of the same ideology. It's kind of the same,
Dragon blood.
Right. It's the same thing. So it's like I gotta talk, I gotta do this, I gotta create, I gotta create distractions, to kind of
doubt. But I'm not focusing on that. I'm just thinking about the songs from him or the albums from him that I really liked.
Because, but you know what I consider genius? I consider genius like somebody like P Rock who had an SP 1200 that they have no sample time and making shit like Straighten It Out, making shit like Troy.
Right.
Like that's genius, because we all know 12 seconds a second, 6 seconds of sample time is clearly not enough.
Yeah, that's impressive, like a motherfucker.
And that's including the drums.
Right, that's including the drums.
If you ask me if I thought Pete Rock was a genius, I would tell you Pete Rock is probably one or two, He probably number one on my sample base list for me, favorite of all time. You know, and he's a genius to me. But that don't mean the things I use to classify him as a genius don't mean I have to use those same standards for Kanye.
But when you were saying something
about the same criteria,
right? Him bringing in the orchestras, the big sounds.
I didn't say that.
No, that was me. That was me.
You said okay. Whoever said it. I mean, P Rock did the same thing for. I don't know if this was a sample or not, but the joint he just did for Daylight with Estelle.
Yeah,
that shit was
man.
Whew.
That is you hear the drums on that?
Yes, I love that.
I didn't. Just so you know, I didn't make any Kanye versus Pete Rock arguments. I'm not. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't even know how that even.
I know. I was just.
My thing is like the one song that I point to. I don't know what it is about this song. I love this fucking song. When it all falls down, like to make that beat and to write that song, like that's.
But I don't think
that
that's.
Ain't
I don't think that's
everyday artist shit right there.
Well, I don't think that's genius. For one, that's all that is Lauryn Hill soundbite sample. It was Lauryn Hill was supposed to sing that joint, but I wouldn't say he was a genius. Now, super duper talented, dope. Oh yeah, no doubt. I can't never deny him on that shit. But
I mean, Q-Tip and Diamond D were rhyming over their stuff too.
Yep.
And you know, Q-Tip. I would probably call Q-Tip a genius more so than a Kanye. I would probably say, you know, a lot of people who are like innovators and cutting edge people. That's why. Like somebody said, Bomb Squad earlier. I think the Bomb Squad were geniuses.
Hell yeah, they fucking changed the sound of hip hop. I mean, come on.
But Kanye I think what takes away from Kanye is a lot of his personality. You know,
it's bitch assness.
That, but you know what a lot of that is. Kanye is the only child, and so
I'm not letting you go. I'm not giving you that.
Right.
I was about to say, hold on, bro.
No, hold on. Let me finish. A lot of only child they have a complex about. You know, they have a selfish mentality. Not all of them, some of them.
No, I ain't the only child, but I was raised there.
Well, you can't talk if you're not on the child. You're
but
not on the child.
I was raised basically by myself. So my
but like I said, most, not most. Let me rephrase that. Some only children they have a complex about having everything their way, wanting what they want, no matter who it hurts, who it affects. And a lot of us like that, but it's more common so with the babies of the family, and the only child. And just
because they don't have anybody else there to compete with,
right?
Or not competition like a sport, but just someone else there to consider,
right? Exactly.
Or someone else there to share with. Yeah, I get that.
So a lot of that comes through. Like even with the temper tantrum stuff, that's what spoiled kids do. So he was spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I don't agree with none of that shit. But to me, producer to producer, songwriter to songwriter, some of the shit he's been able to come up with and do, I think the boy is a genius at music only.
So if Kanye was on, let's say Kanye was on Raucous. Do you think we're talking about? Are we still talking about Kanye? Like a lot of it has to do with the fact that he did. Hold up, he did have a machine behind him too. It's like when people talk about Lil Wayne, right? I love they talk about Lil Wayne because it's like, oh man, he's the greatest rapper alive. Yeah, he's supposed to be the great. If the machine he has behind him, he's supposed to be quote unquote the greatest rapper. He's supposed to be selling the units that he sells.
He'd be the top rapper. I ain't saying
but I guarantee you, if he was just going through Koch. We ain't talking. We ain't having the same conversation
because you're not gonna reach as many people.
No, you're not.
So Dixie, you think we gonna get back to this musical genius?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Dilla was a musical genius.
No doubt, no argument.
And I mean, Kanye is nowhere near that level. I mean, he's not even 1% of Dilla's talent.
You talking about one thing though? You talking about production?
Dilla rap too.
And
but would you say Dilla has been as influential as Kanye as a rapper? As a rapper.
Kanye ain't influential as a rapper.
Yeah. Who is confident as a rapper?
Who?
Huh? I ain't say it one time because two people were talking.
Kanye is not influential as a rapper.
Right. To me, when it comes to subject matter, he is.
Nah,
not necessarily skill, but just subject matter.
Like who?
Who's the only rapper had a hit record out of a talking about Jesus?
I can say Chance.
Talking
I can say
about
Chance the rapper probably
a religious song on the radio.
Mr. Cheeks,
what other rappers done that?
Kanye.
Hold on, answer that question.
Dixie, right? Jesus Walks was big as shit.
That was huge.
Who else has done that? Who else has done that?
He did not write that. He did not write that.
It was
no. It does matter. You said
it does matter.
No.
It matters because he did not write that. Rhyme wrote that.
I'm not talking about just right, but he put the song was his. It was his song. He put it out. It was under his name. Has anybody else, whether they wrote it or not, been able to do that before or after?
A hit song? Write a hit song?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Coolio did that with Gangsta's Paradise.
Man, it was called Gangsta's Paradise, not Jesus Walks, bro. Come on. Now, no one else before him in the hip hop world did that.
Hold on.
He mean producing it all, right? That's what you're saying? Producing it? You mean producing it also, producing it, writing it, and all that, right?
Just his whole artist, just the artistic value of Kanye West. The artistic value of Kanye West. That's what I'm talking about. Whether he wrote the song or not, the artistic value of Kanye West. The artistic value, the artistic attributes of Kanye West is genius to me.
It ain't bigger than Miller.
And you know what? A lot of people would agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like with what Dixie's saying, and it's all gonna come down to everybody's individual thoughts. But like, just look at look at the size of the shit that Kanye's still selling out. Pete Rock is one of my favorite producers, but I don't think he's doing them stadium numbers like that. And I'm not basing everything off of that.
Pete Rock was never on Rockefeller and Def Jam either.
But he went on but Pete Rock was on a major label though when he was in his prime.
Exactly. But what does that have to do with the influence though in our culture?
In the 90s, we can't compare artists from the 90s to somebody that just came out.
Tupac Shakur sold more records than, with the exception of Eminem, Tupac Shakur from the 90s outsold everybody.
Yeah, like if we can't compare 90s to 2000s to whatever, then we might as well not even say P Rock versus Kanye.
God damn it, I ain't even want to come on this motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I just want to motherfucker say Kanye is not a goddamn genius.
And Johnny Gill is not a goddamn legend.
But again, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth.
No, that's what Jay Bishop said. Jay Bishop said that 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, nobody is great to Jay Bishop.
No,
we know
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Okay. Wait. Them niggas ain't geniuses either. Prince is a goddamn genius.
Is genius.
Yeah, Prince was a genius.
That's a genius.
You call me when Kanye makes a goddamn sign of the times.
Call me when he make a sometimes it snows in April.
First of all, I'm talking about hip hop.
Call me when he makes.
First of all, I'm talking about hip hop, and y'all keep doing this competition thing. I'm not doing this versus other artists. Say artists. Y'all doing that. I'm not doing that.
Stop bringing up other artists. Put other artists down.
Yeah, but that's not the basis of this conversation. We talking about one person.
I think a lot of it with Kanye. I think a lot of it with Kanye is the fact that there between after the RZA, I'm gonna say right after the W and maybe Iron Flag, the whole recipe that RZA was using, which is akin to what Kanye was doing, there was a dead moment. So when he came with his production, it was kind of like when Little Brother came along too. Like when Little Brother came along, it was like a dead space. And they came and filled that void.
That was the snap era.
Right. So, and the same thing with Kanye. It was kind of that, people still thrive and doing their thing. Shit, Supreme Clientele still out. But when Kanye came through and he laced a couple of Rockefeller projects, it's like it just took off. And it helped that the real hip hop people were behind him. But he got his sound, he got larger when he diversified, from not just sample, high speed sample. We started getting into other when he hooked up with John Bryan, it kind of like took took his mind
Kanye
somewhere
got
else.
hit R&B records, man.
And that's fine. I mean, it's a lot of people that got hip hop and R&B.
No, it's not. It's on a very short list.
Teddy Riley got a
It's a
bunch.
very short list of probably 5 dudes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like even Dilla had a with the Janet Jackson.
Again, it's a very short list of dudes who were that great, that good at what they could do.
But yeah,
that could do both.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that.
and I have not one time said none of those other cats were geniuses. We
know. No, I'm not saying that.
Y'all debating whether Kanye is a genius or not, like musically?
Yeah. Yes. And me and Milton are by ourselves.
Yeah. Kanye is a genius, man.
Get him out of here.
Musically. You throw the word genius around like
it's 3 of us now.
Yeah.
Nah, not really though, because a lot of people throw that word around, but this crew doesn't throw that word around.
So what is it that's genius?
Exactly.
What is it that you feel that's genius level that he does musically?
Exactly.
Not on. I'm gonna say it again. The production is one thing.
We said Wallace, man.
We call Wallace.
Oh, my bad.
Me? From my perspective,
I'm sorry.
From my perspective,
talk too much.
From my perspective, I mean, are you asking me, RTO?
Yeah.
Yes.
The fact that he was able to first do what we do when it comes to samples. I mean, and yeah, he definitely was heavily influenced by the RZA and all that, but he was actually making pop records out of chopped joints. And that wasn't something that was happening a lot before.
So he was making chopped joints out of pop records. Gotcha.
He was chopping he was chopping records and making pop records out of them. But then also the fact that
what records?
They were rapping on them shits, delivering a hit song.
Slow down.
Idea of chopping up records and making pop records. Daft Punk was doing that shit way before Kanye, and how Kanye ended up chopping Daft Punk.
But see, being a genius doesn't necessarily mean that you sit in isolation. It don't mean you sit in isolation.
Take the comparison out. Don't bring up anybody
not
else.
comparing. I'm just trying to find out what makes Kanye that. Because we know there's other people who do the same shit.
I think that he was making very, very hip hop ass records in 2003 that had a broader appeal to him.
Dog.
And for me, that's for me.
And he
wasn't.
Wait
a minute. Let him
finish.
Wait a minute. But then, when he got to the late registration stage, he was able to blend sampling with other orchestration and other elements, and it was almost like a perfect blend. That late registration is a perfect blend to me.
So nobody else.
The instrumentation is
doing that.
I'm not comparing them to nobody. I'm not saying nobody else did it.
Y'all totally off the.
Stop this.
Exactly. Y'all making the wrong argument.
Shit. No, fuck that. Because on this comparison shit, you have to compare because that's how you judge how much of a so-called genius somebody is. The reason I say Prince is a genius is because there is no comparison to Prince. Can't nobody do what Prince do. Nobody has done what Prince has done. There is no comparison.
Nobody was making the records that Kanye West was making at that time. Nobody was making the records that Kanye West was making at that time. Paul McCartney could sing, write songs, play the piano, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When Prince was doing what Prince was doing, it was other people that was doing it too, but they just couldn't do it to the scale that Prince was doing it to.
I'm like, there could be multiple geniuses. I'm just trying to find out what makes Kanye a genius.
I think that he was making hip hop. He was making very risky hip hop records during that time to me.
Because you know what? I'm gonna say some controversial shit.
Go ahead.
As far as the genius shit, I'm gonna say some controversial shit. I don't think a lot of people will put Jay Dilla in the genius category if Jay Dilla was still alive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hopped on Jay Dilla's dick when he died. Nobody was talking that shit before Jay Dilla died.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's true. That's
before the ones who's been
I still think
rocking with him before then. if you didn't know
people
he
like this group, right?
Yeah, if you didn't know he was a genius, Donuts should prove to you that should be that should have been the stamp to approve that beneficial.
I realized that way before Donuts.
But what I'm saying for those that don't know, because like I always tell the story about my favorite Dilla beat, and like if you've ever heard the Roy Ayers joint, you already know there ain't no open parts to that song.
Yeah.
To make that, to go in and micro chop this joint and make this shit sound like a loop, that's genius. Because I've tried to redo that beat, I cannot do it. I tried multiple times to redo it.
He made that shit seamless as fuck, and that is extremely fucking hard to do.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard to chop it, and it's hard to sequence it.
RTO. So you clear on what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it again.
Don't say it no more. Don't say it no more.
I'm talking about the
you ain't gotta say it again. I got you.
Artistic value or contribution, or what makes Kanye West. Like I say, it's one thing to make a dope ass beat. And it's another thing to write a fucking hit song to that beat, and you do the shit your damn self.
Hold on.
And you make all of that work.
Artistic vision. I got what you're saying, Dixie.
He didn't write these walks though, so you gotta take that off the list.
No, I don't have to take it off the list because he had to perform the song.
I know what Dixie.
He still had to perform it.
The vision that he had for the whole fucking song, even if he didn't.
Hold on. Does the genius have a ghostwriter?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
No.
Hey. Let me ask you. I'm gonna answer a question with a question. If Ron Fest himself rapped that song, would it have been as big?
No.
Okay. Again, because hold on, I'll answer that for you. Because Kanye had Kanye had the visibility. That's what I'm talking about.
Kanye also had the delivery. The personality,
the story. If Ron Fest wrote the song, right? That means Ron Fest had to do a reference for him to know how the shit goes, right? So with that being said, you can't say that he don't have the visibility that a Kanye West has. Just like
it's not just visibility, it's also about visibility. It's not just about that.
The visibility and the marketability.
It's not just about that. It's also some people like. I'm gonna give you a perfect example to shut down this goddamn argument. Motherfucking, hold on. Paul Mooney wrote for fucking Richard Pryor and Red Fox. Why the fuck he ain't big as them? And they started out together. So it ain't about what the machine was and who's been pushed out there. They started together, but he could not deliver them jokes the same way as they could.
Again, he could have.
I thought he was keeping it hip hop.
Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was. Richard Pryor was. He was.
Sounds like a comparison.
Yeah, that's my Richard Pryor had more visibility. So it's
not at that time he did. They was together. They started out together. On the ground floor. When they were
doing their best work, Richard Pryor was on fire, man. He was on fire. He had more visibility because of what he brought to the table. He had more visibility. That's why.
They started out doing it at the same time. Richard Pryor took off because he could deliver the jokes better.
I hear what you're saying. Nas and AZ started at the same time too.
They did. And which one of them had the bigger career?
Exactly. Because not the visibility again.
It's not visibility. Nas just has a little bit more depth to him than AZ.
Hey, I'm gonna shut this down right now. The Commodore started at the same time.
Right.
Oh God,
they sure did. So the Jackson 5.
Hey, they did that to themselves. They kicked him out the group.
Hey, nigga. Hey, Lionel Richie is a genius, nigga.
Hey, you know what? He is.
He is though. That man writing capabilities.
He's definitely a real estate genius.
Now you see what happened to the Commodores after his writing. After his writing was there no more.
Right.
So hey,
Gadget,
that's all I'm saying. Like,
must agree on the low because he did not disagree.
Right, he ain't disagree. But Dixie, you even said this. You even said this a while back, bro. We was talking about the St. Lunatics. And the reason why Nelly is Nelly because Nelly had the visibility, he had the look, they had the marketability. That's why Nelly is Nelly. Nelly was the best MC in the St. Lunatics, but he had the visibility, he had the marketability. Oh, he was that face. He had everything. He had the total package. Pause.
But don't confuse that with the machines behind him.
But it's the machine, bro. Hey, listen,
Murphy Lee had a machine too. Murphy Lee had that same machine.
But again, the marketability. He was more Nelly's whole thing was more marketable than Ali.
Way more than fucking Murphy Lee.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times it's not just Ryan Fest. No, Ryan Fest could have delivered that. Ryan Fest is a MC. He can do that. But
man, that shit would have sold 10,000 records.
You know what? Not if it was a Kanye West produced album. I mean, a joint it wouldn't. Now, so that's what I'm saying. So again,
and we back to the artistic value or vision of Kanye West, which is what I'm saying is genius in the first place.
It ain't genius. Oh, hold up.
Can we just say this? Kanye made some seminal ass fucking rap records in the mid 2000s. He made some, and then he made some very cutting edge, polarizing ass music in the late 2000s and in the early teens. And there were some people that fucked with him and some people that didn't. Period. Point blank. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a fantastic album, dog.
It's fantastic. Hey, it's polarizing. Another word for trash.
Polarizing mean
gonna love it.
No, for real. Polarizing mean you either love it or you hate it. So Jay Bishop, you might hate it, but it's a lot of people that absolutely love that record that love some of the records that you love.
But you know what? Too a lot of our favorite Jay-Z songs was crafted by Kanye. You know, like Rock the Block, Kanye Just Blade. Some of them Jay-Z songs wouldn't have been as big if other niggas was producing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm gonna just be honest. Some of that shit that Kanye was doing was fucking spectacular.
H to the Izzo was trash.
True.
You out your fucking mind.
Nah.
I think Lucifer was a better track than Izzo.
Yeah, I like Lucifer.
I think Jay-Z
trash, but it was one of my favorite joints.
Jay-Z flow on H to the Izzo really brought that motherfucker home.
That's what brought the song to life.
He was spitting.
Yeah. I was serving him in the home of the therapist. Yo, he was killing.
I don't think it was trash, but it wasn't one of my favorite joints. I'll say that.
The beat,
I can agree with
that.
Just Blaze he bodied Kanye on that on the Blueprint. He bodied him.
Yes.
He bodied.
Just Blaze.
He bodied Kanye on that album.
In terms of the musical substance.
You know what? I think Kanye's better work was on Beanie Sigel's the Truth. Some of the stuff he did on the Beanie Sigel album.
He did the Truth soundtrack. I mean, the sound.
You saying you didn't like it? Her
title track.
I did. No question. I think some of his better work was on Bean's album.
And those are loops. Not genius.
but y'all kind of still proving my point though. You talking about one half of what he does.
Man, we ain't proving your point.
Yes, you are. You talking about one half of what he does. Pete Rock only makes beats. Does he rap? No.
Yeah, he raps.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But has he done like solo albums where he just rap all the way through?
Yes.
Who?
How many?
Has he done
several?
Yeah. I mean, but Pete Rock's songs where he's rhyming are never Pete Rock.
Great.
Exactly. Like
I would no. Pete Rock is not.
I mean, great ass album, and he rapped all through that album.
Which album?
Soul Survivor.
His rapping was terrible.
Yes.
What?
His rap, I can't say it was terrible.
Y'all talking about
it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't Kanye. I'll say that.
Hold on. Hey, hold on while I kick these niggas out.
Listen.
We'll put the sound effect.
The fact that we're comparing, we're debating Kanye getting bodied as a producer and all that, but there's a whole nother element that he brings to the table that other cat does not. And he's been successful with that other element too.
Right.
And to me, that's why when you be great at both of those, you are a genius to me. Because it's not a long list of cats who've been able to do that.
Is Diamond D a genius?
No.
Whoa!
Not as a artist, rapper, and producer. Hell no. As a producer, he dope as fuck.
Man, you need to go back to the
He dope, but I'm not saying he's a. I can't quote you not one Diamond D rhyme.
You better not say Big Daddy Kane not a genius.
Oh, he's a genius.
Showed up for
He's a genius for rapping. For rapping, yeah.
But hey, man,
I'm talking about people who can do both.
I would say Mad Lib is a genius.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Now you ain't gonna say Mad Lib got the dopest rhyme style, but I mean the shit this motherfucker do is crazy.
It's not about his rhyme style. It's about what he's willing to try.
Yeah, exactly.
So that Quasimodo shit is like, oh man.
But
now,
a lot of people don't know what it takes to even make the damn Quasimodo voice.
Boy, I know.
Like that shit is crazy in itself.
But Gadget, my point is the dude was able to be prolific at both rapping and producing.
So is Black Milk. So is Black Milk a genius? Because I think Black Milk one of the hardest rapping dudes. Like
I think so.
If you look at some of Black Milk's later work, that since Tronic, man. This
last project is so
listen.
Every day.
I don't think
I like Black Milk better than Jay Dilla. Niggas thought I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you wild. You wild. Crazy. Wild now,
but you know what?
That's some real nut ass shit right
I put Black Milk on
crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you another example. I think Fonte, as a talent, as just an artist, I think the shit he does is genius.
Yeah,
I agree.
And this is what I'm saying. To be able to write them kind of rhymes and then be able to sing like that.
I would call him more of a genius than I would Kanye. Because again,
to me, I'm calling them genius for the same reason. They're prolific at two different things, where most motherfuckers can only be prolific at one thing.
Calm down, man.
Well, this is more than that, though. Because Fonte, consider this. Fonte is a great rapper, a great singer, but he's also a great arranger.
Yes,
he's actually a great producer. Because he's doing vocal production on them foreign exchange records. He's arranging all that.
He also did vocal arrangement for Darian Brockington as well. So yeah, I would call Fonte a genius.
And that has nothing to do with no machine. But none of that. That's just artistic value.
So
his artistic value is genius to me.
So are the Roots geniuses?
I would say
answer that correctly.
Yes.
I'm replaying in my mind everything I've heard from
I'm laughing at BA Max.
I'll answer that for you. I'll answer that for you.
I would say yes.
Let me put it like this. Those guys are geniuses. In the Roots.
The whole band.
The whole band.
Kamal, who played the keyboards, is a genius too. Really?
Well, the fact that they are hip hop
collectively, they're
Cuba Gooding Jr. is a genius. Really?
Well, let's say the brands.
I think that to me, I think that y'all trying to quantify genius by how successible somebody is or something.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Because to me, honestly, Gigahertz is a genius to me. Gamma Pies is a genius to me
too.
Being saying it.
Exactly.
Because that shit is because the things that we all can do, involve a degree of mental skill that everybody don't have. And everybody is a genius at something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a genius at something.
That you made for that big joint and then to be able to sing like that. Nigga, that shit was genius. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Every time I hear to catch me off guard, I'll be asking.
But the definition of genius: exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural ability. Like the creative power, that's what I'm speaking to. Not no record sales, not no machine behind you.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you y'all was genius.
Deliver what he delivered.
Charge motherfuckers $350 for them ugly ass Yeezys. That's genius.
No,
Hey,
bro,
I have to agree with you on that one.
That ain't genius. That's mind manipulation. That's mind manipulation
so
right there,
terrible,
brother.
man. Them sneakers look terrible.
Hey, Ye got y'all out here looking like homeless breakdancers out here, man.
Which
You said homeless breakdance.
I will tell you this: the people I know who have them say they're the most comfortable sneaker ever. I just refuse to believe
my son had a pair of them, and I was going to.
Motherfuckers better be comfortable for $300.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Adidas or the Nikes?
Adidas.
Nigga, you know what else?
I mean, don't they just got the that whatever that shit Adidas guy? You can get them in other Adidas.
Yeah, you probably get them in whatever. Yeah.
Motherfucking jellies is comfortable too.
Oh my god.
I got a pair of them old man Walker ass Skechers with the comfort foam in the bitches. The bitches comfortable as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't think nothing beats Skechers.
Anything but Crocs. I don't see how niggas wear Crocs.
Man, you better not wear no Crocs around me.
Converse was comfortable for about a week.
Nigga, if you was a chef in the restaurant, you wearing you some Crocs.
So I guess it's just me, Mental, and Wallace on this island. I guess y'all just leave us behind. It's okay.
Yep,
that's all right.
Then turn around and say some shit like the Benjamins the greatest beat you ever heard.
Nigga, what? Who the fuck says that?
Right.
Gadget.
Benjamin. Come on, I know Gadget didn't say ass Luke.
Hold on. Name a beat better than the Benjamins.
Gadget actually said that.
Mass Appeal. Mass Appeal. Gangstar.
Okay, no, Gadget, you're doing it wrong.
Let's play house.
Name a beat. Here you go. Name a beat that knock in the club harder than the Benjamins.
Oh, nigga, I'm from the South. I can name plenty of beats that fucking knock in the club harder than that shit.
Be here all day.
Yeah, by Usher, nigga.
Oh my god.
For any No Limit shit, hell. Not harder than that shit in the club.
Fuck them other niggas.
Fuck them other niggas. Yes.
What? You know what I'm saying?
Look,
here I go.
I'm trying to keep it hip hop. Let's keep it hip hop.
We want the club to still be standing afterwards.
Hey, we talking about knocked and all that shit. Knocked.
Look, you don't know that nigga.
All that little John shit slap hard as fuck.
Oh yeah, all that little John shit. Yeah. But let's keep it hip hop. I think Mass Appeal is a better beat.
No.
I think Shook One's a better beat.
Speaking of Lil Jon real quick, how about the fucking Eastside Boys had the worst names ever? Sam and Bo.
Yeah,
right.
Never knew his name.
Sam and Bo was the Eastside Boys' name.
Yep.
Sam Bo. That's fucking terrible.
And you see why they shit didn't last, right?
Okay. Here go one for y'all. I know Trouble T. Roy, and Eddie F. Who was the other boy? Heavy D and the Boys.
God damn,
that's a good.
I know he was.
The only reason I know Trouble T. Roy because he died.
He died.
Right.
Oh wow.
What's the other?
I know he was in MC Light video, the Roughneck video. He used to be in a lot of videos and shit.
Yeah. He was the dancing. He was the main dancing nigga.
Yeah.
His name might have been like G Wiz or some shit.
That's a good ass question though.
Damn.
Wow.
That was a good one.
Yo, I got a question for y'all. I was listening to Questlove podcast this week.
Yo, where is that talking?
Right.
It's J-Pass.
J-Pass.
Oh, what up, J-Pass?
Oh, what up, J-Pass?
Oh. Yeah. What up? Nigga, before you go any further, who are you?
Yeah. How did you get here?
Yeah. Nigga snuck through the back door.
What up,
Yeah, hey, go ahead. But yeah, y'all need to check out the Questlove Supreme joint this week. But go ahead.
Where is Salam Remy in your top? Is he in your top 15, top 20? I'm pretty sure he's not in your top 10.
I need to do more research on him to answer that
sample base.
Salam
Remy probably in my top 10.
He's in your top 10 and you don't know.
He's in my top 20.
He'll be in my top 20.
10.
Yeah, I might say 25.
Yeah,
I have to think about it.
He might be closer to 30.
Yeah.
Salam Remy has some. He has some great records.
He got
3 records I really love. you know, of course,
Gangsta
made
said
you
he might
look.
be in his
Of
30s.
course, Fuji
Get
La,
down.
Get Down. But the record he did, the Bush Babies, I used to love that shit. Remember when? I used
Yo,
to like
Mr.
that.
Man was my
And then here
nigga,
comes the
yo.
Hot Stepper, Ghetto Red Hot.
Yeah, he did the Hot Stepper.
Damn.
When you say Salam Remy to me, I instantly go to the Amy Winehouse shit.
Right.
Yep,
Yeah,
me too. Me too.
he got
Is
some
Yep.
that
big
is
pop
that
records
because
too,
of
man.
recency
So
effect? Because was that like the last major shit he really did?
Nah.
No, I just love. I kind of just love those records. I love that.
that shit was smooth. It was smooth. I like it.
I was an Amy Winehouse fan.
Amy was
Yeah, I thought
dope,
she was
man.
dope. I thought she was dope
She
as
was
shit.
dope, man. She was really.
Yeah, I thought she was fucking. Yeah,
Oh,
her
and
fucking
that
vocal
nigga
chops
name
crazy.
was that nigga's name was G Wiz. I had to
Gee whiz.
Gee
Okay.
Whiz.
Gee
I
whiz.
knew it. I knew that was his name.
Yeah, who called it first? Who was that? Dixie. Or...
Me?
I think it was,
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, I think it was Wallace. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gee whiz.
Hey,
Yeah,
Davenport, you
crazy.
caught up on
What
the
has
gang
what
yet?
has Salam Remy done since Amy Winehouse?
He did the dude from Baltimore. The dude that was on the wire. What's his name? Mac.
Mac Wiles. Mac Wiles.
Mac Wiles.
And he did Nas's Life is Good. A lot of the stuff on Life is Good.
Yes, he did.
Oh shit! You know what? I didn't even know that. I actually was fucking with that album.
He did Daughters. He did damn near all the good shit.
So you know what? How Many Drinks was a phenomenal song, but it was a song that I had to teach a life lesson to my son. This song will catch you a fucking case. Like, how many drinks will it take for you to go home with me? No, nigga.
Oh God.
You about to catch your case, cuz. Yeah.
Did he make that? Did Salam Remy did that too?
He did that.
That's what somebody just said.
That's a good record.
He did Miguel's
Great
first
record.
single. The one with J. Cole, he did that too. All I Wanted You.
That is a good record, but it'll get your son a fucking rape charge.
Yeah. And but that joint Stay on that Life is Good album, that was my shit.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty solid album. I didn't even realize Salam Remy did the majority of those beats.
He did.
Is he a genius?
Oh God.
Yes, he is.
I would say yes.
Yes, he is.
I have to study more of his stuff.
He just recently came out with this other chick called the Champagne. Their group was called the Champagne Flutes. The album was crazy, maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I heard. Oh, damn, he did that. I heard the Champagne Flutes.
Hold on, J Pass. Do you think Kanye West is a musical genius? We're just talking about music.
Musical genius?
No. And we're talking about production and rhyming.
Thank you.
No, I wouldn't say he's a genius.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the soul shit, nigga.
we all agree to disagree then.
Oh, okay, you think he's a genius. I mean, I
think
I can get it. I get it, but I just don't agree. I get it though.
I mean, your qualifications for genius is he makes beats and raps.
Okay. No, nigga, that's not what I said. I said to be able to be prolific at both. To me, makes him a genius. There's a lot of motherfuckers that make beats and rap that ain't good and ain't great at neither one of them.
Yep.
I think Kendrick Lamar is a genius.
No. Come on, man.
As a songwriter?
Wallace.
He the only rapper to ever win a Pulitzer for songwriting.
He won a what?
Pulitzer. A Pulitzer.
Pulitzer.
Oh,
I think my man from Black Alicious is a genius.
Black Alicious was my shit.
Gift the Gab. I think he's a genius.
Gab, yeah.
Let's stop talking about geniuses and go back to who we throwing in the trash.
Oh, negative Nancy nigga.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we definitely throwing Lionel Richie in the trash.
Oh,
hey, Gadget. Hold on, Gadget. Did you know? Hold on, Gadget. Did you know that? Hold on. Did you know that Lionel Richie owns like a big amount of Wilshire Boulevard in L.A.?
He does.
Damn.
Yes, because back in the 70s, he invested a lot of his money into the real estate game out there in Cali.
I didn't know that.
Well, can he fucking buy his daughter a couple pounds? Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's
about to disappear.
Wow.
Pounds allowed.
Wow.
All right,
she look like a pig.
So
Nicole Richie is woo. She look like an incense stick.
So far, we have Lionel Richie, Bow Wow, and R. Kelly in the trash.
Why?
Why do we throw?
I'm even gonna let you throw Lionel Richie in the trash. Go ahead, you can throw him in the trash.
What's the reason for throwing people in the trash? What's that about?
We done with them.
We just done with them.
Oh wow.
Put Kanye in the trash too. I'm throwing him in the trash. I'm done with him.
But hold on.
Wait a minute, hold on. After you just got to arguing about 40 minutes about how
I'm talking about music.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about his antics. I'm talking about music.
I'm
But above all of that, I choose my blackness and my people above all that shit. So, and he went against that. So fuck him.
Right on.
Throw Anthony Hamilton in the trash.
Why?
What? Oh, he did Davenport about the milk.
Oh yeah.
Davenport motherfuckers. Oh, Milton.
Put Fantasia in the trash.
Hey, you ain't never heard
that. You still can't read it out.
Oh my God! How you say that?
Anthony Hamilton.
Chance the Rapper in the trash.
Chance the Rapper.
Cool.
See, I told y'all somebody would because he was backing Kanye. That's
Chance
why
the Rapper.
He got to go too. He got to go too.
I've never gotten
into
Chance.
I just ain't never liked that nigga.
The Chance's album, his last album was actually really good.
I've never gotten into that dude, man.
I can't stand his voice.
Pause.
Yo. We gotta throw Jay Bishop in the trash because this nigga hates everything.
Goddamn trash container.
Hold up. Let me tell you.
Hey, Jay love Japan though.
Jay Bishop was hating on the nigga that saved the people at the Waffle House. This nigga.
You lying. Hold
on, man. You lying right, Gaddy.
Hey,
you lying right.
Jay Bishop, am I lying?
No comment.
Oh boy.
Yo, how you save all the people at the Waffle House and Jay Bishop hate on your ass?
Terrible.
He had a right jacket on.
In my defense,
he didn't save the straws, nigga. He left all the straws there to die, nigga.
Who said
I was not hating on that nigga. My post was quit showing me.
You can throw Fantasia's feet in the trash.
And let's quit talking about heroes and talk about the reason why he had to be a hero. Why all these motherfuckers running around with AR-15s? That was the whole point of my post.
But you ain't had to hate.
Let's talk about heroes and let's talk about the real issue. Why is all these AR-15s readily available to crazy motherfuckers?
But you threw him under the bus in your post.
Hey man, somebody got to take.
You could have differentiated that. You could have praised him and then got to the real issue in a separate post, on a separate paragraph.
Yeah,
that's not how Jay Bishop.
This whole lifting up hero shit is the same mentality that the NRA uses, where they talk about that good guy with a gun theory. We got to lift up these heroes. The problem is not the guns. The problem is we don't have enough heroes. Fuck that. It's the guns, nigga.
Throw late pass.
Well, let me ask you this: did he do a good thing?
Yeah, he did a good thing.
Okay,
he did a good thing. But don't be posted about. I just don't want to see him in my timeline every 3 4 fucking.
Well, you go damn. See that?
Arm. Get the fuck.
So why not attack? So why not attack the messenger?
Yeah, he ain't posting it up. That has nothing to do with that.
Y'all missing the whole goddamn point.
Jay Bishop is impossible, man.
Don't nobody ever want to talk about the goddamn guns. Y'all want to talk about the method and not about the problem.
I want to talk about both.
Fucking guns.
Jay Bishop is out
Why
of
did that motherfucker have an AR-15 in the first goddamn place? Nobody wants to talk about that.
Oh man.
Good job, brother. But y'all motherfuckers wrong for them AR-15.
We had talked about that on these joints though.
Jay Bishop is funny as shit.
I think you mean the mainstream media, right, Jay Bishop? Not us, right? You talking about the mainstream media.
When I say nobody, I ain't talking about us directly.
You talking about mainstream media.
But the funny thing is,
social media as a whole.
That shit. Well, my timeline must be totally different from yours because I see this shit too much. like there's too much gun talk.
Jay,
You know what I'm saying?
Jay Bishop needs his own show on Vice. Like Jay Bishop hates everything.
Jay Bishop, I'm
gonna think of a treatment, bro. We're gonna shop this with Vice.
Real talk. You need to start you already making YouTube videos. Like how you be voicing your opinion on this shit. You need to do that shit in your videos, man. That shit will go viral, man. I'm telling you.
Jay hates colon. Then you know what I hate today? I hate that I'm all the way up here in Japan and I gotta use chopsticks. Although I know how to use them. Why can we just can't use a fork? I hate that.
You can get a fork at any restaurant, nigga.
I just hate that. Don't you hate that?
No, but yeah, that NRA shit, man. That's maybe it's because of where I live at too, in this fucking DC area, and the NRA is in Virginia also. But that shit is like a major topic out here, man. Like, you turn around, they talking about taking guns, and then the gun people is like, you ain't taking my guns, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's a big ass issue out here. Nobody wants their guns taken.
You know. Right. What I would like, they just need to at least make it harder for motherfuckers to get them.
Pause.
You would think. You would. Pause.
No.
And Obama had passed a bill that eliminated 75,000 people from getting guns. Then as soon as Trump got into office, the first thing he did was repeal that shit.
Yeah, true. But shit, he repealed a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying though. But then he has the nerve to sit up there and have a fucking comment. I know he's the president. He got to say something, but motherfucker, talk about what you did to contribute to this shit.
Yo, B.A. Max said Bishop is turning into Uncle Ruckus without the racism.
That was the funniest shit I heard all night.
Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
LeBron James. Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
Pretty much.
According to YouTube, I'm racist too. So.
Oh, you been flagged?
When I did that whole thing against that old Parker Corey, all the white boys came. You racist? You just hate him because he's white? No, I hate him because he suck.
Yeah. Because he suck.
Yo, wild tonight, man.
Man, y'all don't ran my blood pressure up. I ain't fucking with y'all no more.
Somebody play some beats, man. Y'all.
I ain't playing no motherfucking beats. I don't even want to do music no more. Nah, I just
y'all the shit on my jeans, man.
Pizzle. J Pass, you still out there?
Yes, sir.
What you got going on, man? Musically, what you working on these days?
You just dropped something, didn't you?
I mean, I dropped this a song maybe a few weeks ago, a month ago or so. But, yeah, Grown.
Grown. Oh yeah, I'm a fan. Shit, I'm a fan, nigga.
Right now, I'm
keep
just
going.
Trying to finish up this album. That's all. I'm close to the end. And then,
word up.
You know, like I said, I'll be hitting you up and Dixie up about some mixing. So we gonna.
Oh, word up.
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Praise God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Hey, Wallace.
Yes.
What up?
You ain't shit either for telling R. Kelly to pick up the white phone.
Hey, okay, but you know what irritated me though? I put it in the chat. BBC did a documentary on him earlier this month. Did y'all see that shit?
I put it in the chat.
I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it yesterday.
You said she was gonna put the link in the chat.
He did.
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Man, if you haven't seen that shit, it's the only reason why I don't believe that R. Kelly has not caught a significant case and is stuck is because he only deals with black women in this shit that he's doing.
Oh, you know what? We said that yesterday, but you was probably snoring at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. How about Wallace said, "Hey, next time I fall asleep, somebody want my number, call my phone." Nigga, there was 13 voices talking and you were still asleep.
I was gone, I be gone.
Hey,
At least we can hear,
that don't work all the
ourselves
time
talk.
too,
It wasn't
because
as
there was a
bad.
time when Notes called you and you didn't answer.
Hey man,
Hey.
call his wife, man. Call his wife.
Hey, I got an
Wallace.
appointment. I got an appointment,
Hey,
man, to get my shit
Wallace,
together.
last night wasn't as bad, but the time before that, we couldn't even hear each other. Like that's how bad it was. But
Is that
Jay
from like
Bishop,
a actual
Hey,
condition or
Wallace,
something? Wallace?
what link you put that in, man?
It was in the lounge
lounge
spot, I
bar.
think.
Okay.
Hey,
we put in the lounge.
I was done where R. Kelly during the Touré interview when that nigga asked him.
Like, what do you mean, teenager? Hey, how old we talking?
Listen. In the documentary, they talk to his business manager. They talk to his former recording engineer. They talk to the nigga's brothers. They talk to everybody around him. They talk to females that was in this shit. They talked to females that was in high school when he was first coming up, and how after this nigga came out with Honey Love and shit, this nigga was at the high school every day.
Said that.
Every day at the burger spot across from the high school, pulling young chicks.
His brothers were classmates with R. Kelly. AS told us that.
Wasn't Aaliyah 15 when they was rumored to be?
Yes,
14.
That should have let us know everything.
Especially when they had them match
The motherfucking
outfits.
song, the damn album was age ain't nothing
to
but
be
a
all the
number.
way real,
Yeah, that's true.
He been telling us all this time. We just wasn't listening.
Yep.
Seems like you're ready and shit.
All them damn
Seems like
something.
you're
Age
ready.
ain't nothing but a number.
But that makes me think about, we was talking about on a previous hangout about how music has changed and lyrics has changed, and how about like back in the day, BBD could get away with the backstage underage. And I was just thinking about LL had that joint, Big Old Butt, where he talk about he went to the high school at 3 o'clock trying to catch a cutie to ride my jock.
Yeah.
Oh, but when he was how old was he when he did that?
Oh man,
Walking with the Panther.
He was like 20, 21, 22.
That was 21, 22. That's Walking with a Panther.
Are we throwing away Africa Bambaataa and KRS?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think we've been.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm with y'all.
You've noticed I haven't mentioned KRS in my top 5 in a long time.
Cool J would have been
not KRS.
Let him make that song out. He would have been walking with an indictment.
Hey, Jay Bishop, did you happen to see my post on Twitter regarding New Jack Swing?
No.
Oh God! Don't you say nothing about Miss Jenkins.
No, I was calling out radio stations because
I saw that.
Youth addicts and I forgot what else I said, but I swear if Teddy Riley or Jam and Lewis came out with that exact same song right now, the finesse joint,
okay, yeah.
it would not be getting the play that them cats would get. Because the whole youth thing, it's not about the music anymore.
His name recognition.
I was about to say, as them being like 70 years old, probably.
Yeah, they're not coming out as artists.
No, not as artists. Just somebody. They say they grabbed a new whoever, any not young artist, any contemporary, like an artist that's like famous, but they like a comeback record.
Oh,
they
like
say
Johnny Gill came out
like
with
a Johnny Gill. If Johnny Gill came out with that same record,
y'all better
he would not be getting those spins.
Y'all better stop.
It'll suck.
No, but he's the perfect. But he's the perfect example because he's not totally washed, but he's just had a hit number one song.
He's stone washed.
How? Johnny Gill had a number one record last year. How is he washed?
Now y'all see how I feel when y'all talk about Invo, but just keep going.
Hold up. Johnny Gill put a record in the last 10 years?
Yes, he had a number one record last year.
Yeah, I don't follow R&B at all.
Which chart was that?
The joint with featuring New Edition.
No, but number one on which chart?
Probably contemporary adult.
Yeah, I've never fucked with charts, man. So I would never.
But what I'm saying is he's still viable. So if you took him and gave him that same beat, it would not be getting the spins that Cardi and my point is that's fine. My point is no. Let me finish. My point is it ain't about them. It's about these radio stations who claiming it's about the music when really it's not. It's about
No,
you.
it's not. I mean,
and fame.
But it's about the
current fame.
brand. But it's about the brand too. Bruno Mars and Cardi B are very hot brands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the game has
Which is not
changed,
about
bro.
the music. It's not about the music. That's my point. It's not about the music anymore. Because that song is straight out of fucking 1991.
But
If
in
we
the
gonna
last,
talk about the radio,
but in the last 20 years, has radio been about the music? It hasn't.
Exactly.
Nah,
but
it's
when
about the
Johnny
brand.
Gill's time
I
was
know
popping,
that, but
Johnny
no,
Gill was
I
popping.
know that. I know that, but the reason I put Ebro in the tweet for a reason, because he's the main one that claim it's still about the music. No, it's not, nigga. And this song proves that.
Yeah, he ain't even on radio. He on like that Apple shit, so it don't even count. That shit.
Yeah, but when Johnny Gill was popping,
don't even count.
He's still on the radio. He's still on.
Yeah, he's on Hot 97 in New York.
He's on Hot 97.
Okay. I thought he was exclusively on the Apple shit.
That's the only point I was making. Don't claim it's about the music when this song proves that it's not about the music. Because it was about the fucking music. Like I said.
But I think Teddy Riley can do a record for BJ Chicago Kid and it'd be just as big.
Me too.
Again, because he's young. It's about youth. They youth addicts, like I said.
Of course, they're not gonna play Johnny Gill on Hot 97.
That's their demographic, though, man.
Yeah, true, exactly. But at the same time, somebody like Charlie Wilson still gets played on the radio frequently, whether it's a song of his own or if he's or if somebody has him featured doing the hook. Charlie Wilson, old as shit. He everybody uncle.
I've heard him on contemporary. I heard him on the oldest station. I never heard him on like the mainstream shit.
Nah, he's usually not on the mainstream station. No.
Oh, y'all will in a minute. Y'all will in a minute because he got something coming out, don't he?
Yeah, he does. Yep, he does.
Him and Snoop and
Basically, what I'm saying is this: if they can take some shit from 1990, and put it out now, and it'll be heavy rotation. But if that artist who's been making that music all this time put out that same song, they're not gonna give it time of day.
Yeah, true, but
true.
Here's what's being lost too. 1990 was almost 30 years ago now,
and that song sounds like it's 30 years ago.
That's not the point. If you can go and take somebody's formula of making a hit, you know what I'm saying? If you can take that formula and make a hit of it, why come the originator of the sound can't do the same thing and be viral?
Because it has to be the right brand. It has to be the right brand.
Which is not about the music. Which is my point. Which is not about the music.
But it's like it's what he said.
But that song, the reason that song was a hit is because of the nostalgia and novelty factor of it.
Until Johnny Gill do it, then it's gonna be old.
If Guy came back today and did that and did finesse, it would be no novelty to
it.
Right,
because they already did it.
Doing the same shit they always been doing.
Right.
But because Bruno's doing it, it's got that novelty factor. And that's what
that's not gonna get my reaction.
It's almost the same thing how when people heard Amy Winehouse and other acts been doing what she been doing for years. Exactly. And they ain't get no consideration. But when somebody else brings it upon, brings it back and
she sound like the 60s.
Right.
It's so quirky.
When Sharon Jones had been still doing the same
right now.
shit.
Wait till one of these young cats come out with some boom bap and that shit fucking take off. I'm gonna sit back and watch all niggas be mad as fuck.
No, I'm not.
That ain't even
I'm trying to get these beats
That's
off.
my lane. Exactly. I'm jumping head first. Let's go. We back.
Man, so did that 5 years ago, nigga. Why y'all ain't play his shit?
It's gonna be Jay Bishop. Hey man, ain't you the old hating ass dude on YouTube? Like, oh, we can't get no beats from you.
Look, the only nigga I'ma hate on to do some boom bap shit and get on is nut ass Coltrane, G Hop, Miles, whatever.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
That's
man, why God? Yo, Gadget.
Running with it.
I'm glad you said that. Great segue, Mental. Oh, yeah, great segue. Yo, Gadget.
Blame BG for all of it.
Oh, don't get quiet on me now, nigga.
No, what? What's up? What's
up? You got the update on him, right?
No. What's up?
Oh man,
what happened to your $50?
Yeah, I ain't gonna see that $50.
Yeah, he was at a concert, bro.
Hey man, he got a podcast. Y'all should check it out.
For real?
Jay Bishop, why you doing that?
Yeah.
I actually went and listened to that shit, man.
Oh, you listened to it? I didn't even listen to it.
Why you post that shit, man?
Yeah, he
I listened to about 5 seconds of it. He was
That man said the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, Kool-Aid man, really?
If he was a part.
Like, what the hell?
I ain't BG for
Y'all
that.
niggas gonna be tuned in every episode.
Hold on, where is it at again?
He put it in the lounge.
In the lounge.
Okay. Let me see this. I gotta see this.
He on there talking about Mexican soda and everything.
Yeah, nigga, wild man.
Yeah, throw that nigga all the way in the trash.
Hold up. How far?
Definitely.
Who else can go in the trash?
Y'all tough.
Who else can go in the trash? I like this conversation. Who else can go in the trash?
Hey, be quiet. Yeah.
Hey,
Post Malone.
You know who else can go in the trash? Them damn boots that In Vogue was wearing on that 17 poster. That's fucking go in the trash.
That's going in the trash.
Throw that magazine in the trash.
Very funny.
Post Malone, you say? Yeah, put his ass in the trash too.
When did he come out the trash?
Terrible.
I don't see the post, Jay Bishop.
Hold on, I'll repost.
When did Post Malone come out the trash?
Oh yeah, right. I listened to his album today. He got a new album, and the nigga's engineering is immaculate, dude. The mixing is immaculate, but it's that same shit. I give everything a chance. Don't you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Well, according to him, he don't do hip hop. So he don't do rap.
Heart.
Me and Jay Bishop need to do a podcast together because I don't blindly hate.
Yeah,
Jay Bishop
Bless your heart,
good.
Wallace.
Jay Bishop hate with a blindfold.
I got clear vision in my hate, nigga.
True.
Nah,
I tell you after dark when I knew Jay Bishop was a hater, boy. I ain't see that one coming. I ain't going there on live.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, we going after dark. After dark.
Oh yeah, nigga, I know what you talking about.
Fuck y'all.
We playing bass.
All right. Nigga Hurts, I put it in the lounge again.
Okay, I just saw a pop up. Hold up.
Somebody playing the beat.
Pause that. That's a reasonable pause.
How's that a reach, nigga? You can pause less.
Let's see what he's talking about.
You saw the link pop up.
Outside the music, can we
What is it?
Can we throw Spike Lee in the trash?
No.
What do you do?
No.
What do you do?
No.
why?
What do you do?
Cause that nigga ain't made a good movie since.
Oh man,
Get the fuck out of here.
There ain't no reason to throw him in this.
Deja Vu was a good movie.
What about Tyler Perry?
Oh yeah, it's definitely trash.
Man, just throw him in the incinerator. Don't even worry about even going through there and find out what's cocaine.
Hold on. Acrimony was bad.
I ain't
seen it. I haven't seen it.
I ain't watched the Tyler Perry.
I didn't see. I can count the number of Tyler Perry movies I've seen.
I've seen one that I enjoyed, and that was Daddy's Little Girl. So
and they both was trash. Why Did I Get Married was trash, and For Color Girls was super trash. The hottest of garbage.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of them joints.
I've never seen a Madea movie. I refuse.
Who else? Who else we got? RZA. What about RZA?
Yeah.
The beat thing. We throw that beat thing in the trash.
You know, RZA is Mr. Respectability Politics right now.
I ain't gonna throw the beat thing in the trash.
Hold on.
I heard he owed Fourth Disciple a whole bunch of money.
Hold on, we can't throw RZA in the trash for the Iggy Azalea shit. I mean, not Iggy Azalea, Azalea Banks shit.
No, I ain't talking about that.
Yes, you can, because you know what? Yes, you can.
Yes.
You can throw him just for that alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they be in the trash together then, right?
But hold up. But I want him to be hit that beat thing video, man. He should be brought back out the trash.
I don't think he did nothing about it.
And recycled and thrown back in the trash again.
Man. I refuse.
Why are we throwing RZA over the
beat thing in the trash, man? I ain't gonna throw the beat
because he left her out there to hang to dry, man. When her and Russell Crowe had their little dust up, he spit on his chick. RZA ain't try to come to her aid
and called her a nigga.
But was that ever proven? Because I could have sworn everybody else refuted that.
He said it was true though. He came back.
I said it was true. Mental.
Who said it?
RZA.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
But I think Charlamagne kind of challenged him on it too, a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He did. On Breakfast Club. And that's the thing. Again, you aligning yourself with the fame and the power, but you letting your decency, go to the crapper. So.
I thought the RZA came out and said it didn't happen, and then he backtracked.
Yeah, he said that on the Breakfast Club. That dude just, man, he don't know.
He went on some other show and
ass movie. that Iron Fist, that man with the Iron Fist. I'm so mad watching that motherfucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, I tried to watch that.
You actually watched that?
Yeah,
I watched that shit.
I couldn't even.
I didn't pay for it, but I watched it. That shit was
somebody trying to play a beat.
I'm gonna mute myself. Hold up.
Who else? Got real man. That trash bag. That trash can full.
Michelle.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What about her?
You can kick her through the uprights.
Hold on. Cassette Michelle's in the trash.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh damn.
She sang at Trump's inaugural ball.
Oh damn. She ain't been heard from in a year, bro. She was on the writing song.
But you know what? If you're gonna go do that, I don't have no problem with that. My problem was the fact that you try to insult everybody's intelligence by saying, "I'm just going there so we can have a dialogue." This man, after you do something and they give you a check, they want you to exit stage left. He don't want to sit down and talk politics with you.
Yeah, and she was mad about that. She was like, she didn't get to meet him or nothing or shake his hand.
Well, you already know.
You played yourself.
You already know.
She was standing there like when an old girl got her ass beaten UFC. What's her name?
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, when she got knocked. When she lost, she was standing there like she dropped the ice cream.
Is anybody gonna watch that Rachel Dolezal?
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't care. No. I'm cool.
Yeah, I ain't got no interest in that shit.
Just think about that. They gave this woman a show, a woman who's white, who pretending to be black. Just the whole idea of that is just ridiculous.
It's America.
Well, it's not really. It's not really when you consider.
It sounds like a show. It's ridiculous to be real. It sounds like some fiction shit.
It does, but it's par for the course in terms of how the entertainment business works. For example, nigga, they gave a yodeling boy a record deal today. The yodeling dude in Walmart, that motherfucker got a record deal. And this motherfuckers who been toiling, nigga, for 7 years,
but
trying to get the right song, and he got a fucking record deal just because he had a fucking viral video, bro.
Right, but the record label, we're getting a record deal now in this day and time is just about easy as going to the lot and getting the Ferrari. It's to the point now where like it's well, you're right. That was wrong. That was the wrong analogy. But it's just, I mean, a record deal ain't nothing nowadays. So like, if this was 88, and somebody did that, you'd be more surprised then than you would be now.
But I disagree because
I mean,
at the very least,
if Catch Me Outside could get a record deal, then anybody can
at the very least, that young man will have exposure to exposure to opportunities to capitalize on this shit that a lot of other people won't have. At the very, very, very least. Now, he could be a great kid, this, that, and the third, but I mean, look at Bad Baby. Bad Baby capitalized on her opportunity. She got nominated for a fucking Billboard award. Now she don't have to. She made $2 million last year.
But you know what? That's the equivalent. Well, you might like this one. That's the equivalent of grading on a curve. Nowadays, it don't take much because the standards are so low now. Forget the budget. The standards is low now. So that's why when you talk, and I hear what you're saying about the opportunity that might grant said person. but it's the quality is so low. Like you said, everybody
you said it yourself. That he got signed based on going viral, not on talent.
Yeah.
Not on anything else, but going viral. That's why.
Man, I can phrase all this. Man, I can sum all this shit up to one phrase, nigga. Skynet won.
Who?
Skynet.
You said Skynet won, man.
Fuck that was.
Terminator, man. Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
Skynet won. Am I lying though? Am I lying?
You're not. You're not.
Skynet won. It's just over, man. It's over. It's over. All that shit is it's over. It's done. Skynet won. Just fucking.
But let us not be fooled. The most successful rappers right now are, to be honest, rappers that seem to be making music with some level of or attempt at having some substance.
Yeah.
J. Cole, Kendrick, Logic, niggas like that. So, well, I don't know.
If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna play a beat before we get out of here.
And Arian Foster got the best record of 2018, nigga. I said it first.
Really? I'm bumping it in the morning. I gotta see. I gotta see.
Nigga, the best album of 2018 so far.
I felt the same way when Shaq came out.
I'm the hooper, the hyper, protected by a viper.
Hey, that Shaq album had beats, nigga. Eric
Hey,
was
Shaq was, I don't care what y'all say, nigga. Shaq was not whack to me.
No one said Shaq was
whack lady. The first album, the Shaq food joint,
Shaq Diesel,
it was Shaq nice. Diesel. But as time progressed, he started trying to do too much. He wasn't sticking to like the one formula. He was West Coast. I mean, I guess a lot of it is where he was. I guess based
where he was at.
Yeah. All I know is when I Know I Got Skills came out, that shit got major play out here.
Yep, in Alabama too.
Yeah.
Damn, that beat was sick as fuck.
Yeah, that beat was crazy.
Boom, shaka laka laka.
Yeah. Yo, half spent like Steve Smith. Oh, I was about to. I don't want to delay to mess everybody up. Give me. That's genius to me. That's genius.
Love you, love you, love you, love you. I can stand loving, love you, love you, love you. Give me, hey.
That's it.
Hirsch, you know what I love most about your production?
That shit is.
Your chops are so unpredictable. Like you don't know what the fuck's about to happen. like you, man, that shit's dope. I was glad.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Yes, it was. Very nice.
Appreciate me.
That was pretty dope. You're a genius.
Nah,
he is.
Not quite.
You are.
In my book, you are.
That must feel pretty good. Pause.
Damn. Glad you caught that.
Yeah, first man, I done hooked up my 3000 in a while. And Clark, I finally, Clark ain't here no more. Is it? I finally got the 5,000 the produced sound again, so I'm happy about that shit.
Oh, that's what's up. What was wrong with it?
I think the main outs board it kind of, I guess it was fried when I bought it. I thought maybe just changing the main outs was going to do it, but I had to change the whole component.
You heard what's up with Wide Body, right?
What? No, he fixed it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he found out it was out. The batteries were dead.
It was just a bad. Man, I told him did not stay to plug the shit in.
Wait a minute,
It was hold on. It was plugged in. The power switch was off. He didn't know it.
Oh my god!
Oh wow, man!
The power switch on the surge protector was off.
He hit me up. I said, "Oh, that ain't good." He said, "I'm sitting in the back, man. I'm sitting in the back." I said, "Okay." Be like me around that boy.
Hit the power switch and he didn't know it.
Hey, wait a minute. That's probably what happened to me. I sent it back now, though. Shit, I don't think I want. I would want one for the portability, but like I can't see myself on it too. Yeah, I was heated.
I said, man, you probably just got a bad lot, man. Just don't give up on it. You know.
I said that bitch right back there. I took that bitch right back.
He gave up on that shit.
He said he can't see himself on it too.
I'm like, man,
no,
I ain't gonna have nobody.
No, I can't see myself owning the X and because they're the X and the Live.
Bullshit.
So what you bringing to Montreal?
Anyway.
I'm bringing my X.
Before you got the X, when you had the Live, you was already saying you was gonna get the X.
Hey man, listen to what I'm saying now. That was then.
Like you told me, Hurt. Like you told me I ain't need no BMW. Nigga, you don't need all them MPCs, nigga.
Hey, you know what? You're right. That's why I'm cleaning the house again.
Nigga, you need to go and let me get that Phantom though.
Man, you don't want that Phantom, man.
Yeah, I do.
You got an S6 or what?
S6.
Six.
Yeah.
Oh man. Damn.
Man, mess around with Dixon, ain't gonna have no equipment. Have some spoons in a kazoo.
That's terrible,
man.
Hey, Mental, you still here?
Yeah.
Hey, you said you watch Supernatural, right?
Yep.
How far are you into this?
What number season is this?
God damn.
Pause in all caps and 3 exclamation points.
Hell no.
Rewind and track.
Are you caught up in the season yet?
No, not in this season yet. I got a gang of them on my DVR.
God damn.
I gotta watch Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, Black Lightning's dope.
Not before y'all go watch this episode of Atlanta that came on yesterday.
Hey, I've been trying to be quiet about that.
I'm about to watch that shit tonight.
Hey,
don't
Dixie,
say nothing.
All I'm gonna say is this, man.
Dixie, you need to watch this episode.
If you ain't never laughed, if you ain't had a good laugh in a couple of days,
nigga,
man, what?
Nigga.
Man, watch this,
nigga,
man.
hey, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
Tracy not the motherfucking best motherfucking character on this show.
Tracy needs an Emmy. I swear. If they don't get this dude an Emmy this year, man, I know something, man. That dude deserves an Emmy. I don't know what
y'all saw my comments earlier, but I was like,
funny as shit, man.
Nigga, oh my god.
Like everybody knows a Tracy somewhere, you know.
Oh hell yeah!
I got some in my family.
My brother's Tracy, man, all day.
I just want him to take the do-rag off again, man. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I expected for the do-rag to come off, and then everybody is a freak out. Maybe someone throw up in the back for being seasick and shit. Like I can just see so many things happening with this.
I'm about to watch that shit right now.
Oh man.
I forgot about it. My sister had called. My sister texted me. She's like, "Hey, did you watch Atlanta tonight?" I'm like, "Nah," and I put her on it. She was like, "Okay, let me know when you watch it." I said, "Okay."
Nigga, hey, bruh. So y'all know if you saw my comments, but nigga, the footsteps though, nigga.
Man, I gotta watch it.
The footsteps before the bink.
What's the bink?
I'll be back.
I'm trying not to give it up.
Man.
Pause.
Come on, man. Y'all kidding me, man. Come on, man.
I'm not trying to spoil the shit, but there's a part when he said bink, but there was footsteps right before it happened.
All right.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Yeah,
okay.
Nigga.
What else?
Nigga go see that shit was
did you finish The Killing?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn, man, I fucked that up for you. My
Yes,
bad.
you did.
Yeah, he did say secondarily though. Miles.
Oh yeah, you peeped that too.
Yeah.
I was like secondarily. That nigga phonetically said that shit.
He must have said peanut butter and
shit.
yeah, he can.
Oh man,
That's some funny
nigga,
shit, man.
all I'm gonna say is Candy Girl.
Yo, the wild shit is like, how do you try and emulate? Like as a Philly dude, I didn't want to emulate a New York dude or LA dude or you know what I'm saying?
Anybody.
Like, yeah,
I'm like, Boston got his own hood. Why you can't emulate Boston?
Exactly. Like, yeah, emulate where you from. Like,
because of your lack of knowledge of what your area really has.
That's crazy, man.
I'm like, Boston got niggas just as well.
And then you know what? Only like who the fuck goes to somewhere and asks about another place? Like in LA talking about
like niggas in LA who got that New
He
York
mad
fade.
Hollywood right now, man.
I'm with Dixie. Dixie
and nigga hit me up with the knowledge, nigga. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, hold up. Y'all gonna let that brother be great.
Man, that dude.
Y'all gonna let him be great now.
If I ever talk to him, man, knock it off, man. Knock it off.
What are you
talking
about,
done
Lord?
already. You niggas done said that shit plenty of times already.
Hey, he out there being gang goofy, like my boy RTL say, man. RTL out there acting gang goofy. Man, I like to be cry the river. I heard him say that shit, man. Gang goofy.
Identity crisis.
Gang goofy, man. Damn, I was done, bro.
That boy need to call Olivia Pope, man. He got a crisis situation going on.
That boy, he need a resolution, like Aaliyah said.
Hey, that's a tight ass fucking beat though. Timberland killed that shit.
Yeah.
That beat sick as fuck.
I'm still waiting on Crucial Keys work, man. Like,
yeah. Good luck with that. Right.
And more power to everybody that's waiting to get their money back, man.
Hey. They said more power.
Man, that motherfucking wide body went from 0 to 60, man. Hey.
Man, that nigga went from 0 to 260.
Hey, and again, y'all can all thank BG for it. BG be lurking. BG be finding out. She like
hold on. You know what's crazy about BG? She claims she can't stand it. She done it, but she stay on his page though.
Oh, she feeling this swag. She feeling this swag.
Nah. I'll be on the Instagram stories, and sometimes I just go over in other people's stories.
Like my wife
you start calling you April O'Neil.
Call Pam Oliver, because she be on the sideline with the news.
He said dumb shit every day. He gets dumb and dumb.
It's okay, BG. Just say you find him entertaining. It's okay.
Yeah, he's very entertaining. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, it's cool. Now we know.
We know now.
And no one's after that.
G.I. Joe.
And
What's good? What's good, Lord? You right, Lord. You right.
I wait till we go after dark.
You gonna give us your true feelings, huh?
I don't be fucking like no Miles.
I don't even like Black and Miles.
No fucking tank. What Black Miles at?
He in the chat.
He's in Richmond, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
He was in Richmond, yeah.
Nah, you know what? I think they was going to Virginia Beach this morning.
Oh, okay.
But it was supposed to be raining because it was pouring down there last night when he was on with us.
I know he gonna have some stories when he come back.
This one village came out
today. That dude always got stories.
You
you
say
talking about the Lost Products joint or whatever?
Yeah.
No, that came out like last week or the week before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Secondarily.
Who
Davenport's still here.
Who actually put that out? Who put out that song?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
I don't know.
Are you caught up now?
Kind of.
Let me see. I got it on.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
I'm about to ass whooping. Yeah, I'm.
Okay, good.
Literally,
you know now.
We got dusted.
Bron got cut.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, what?
Nigga, Oladipo went the fuck off.
Got cut.
That's what happened.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what the fuck is
went
Neastra
off.
music?
He got a cut on his eye.
Who?
Neastra.
LeBron.
Music.
Oh, LeBron. Yeah.
Neastra. You said Neastra music?
Yeah. Who is
that's Young RJ's in his pops shit.
Oh, okay. They put out this Slum Village.
I like it. AS put me onto it last week. I like it. I'm biased.
I'll listen to it tomorrow.
I always like to hear the cutting room floor shit that
like didn't make it and stuff.
Yeah, that makes it that. They make it. Then I'd be wondering like, why come they didn't put this on? This would have fit on blah 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 album.
Right. What happened to Frank and Dank? Those were my dudes.
Yeah.
Yo, Frank was still active. I think Dank had got. I don't want to misspeak, but I know Frank was real active.
Okay.
You'll find Dank. You'll find Dank on Instagram.
Oh, word. Okay.
Frank and Dank. That shit sound like Mike and Ike.
Word.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Sam and Bo.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm
Cain and Abel.
No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Man,
that's got to be the worst motherfucking. You know what? Never mind.
Why you listening to this shit, man? Stop. Niggas
taking barely.
RTO, you heard me?
Huh?
I said
What?
Cain and Abel. Hurts is not having it.
Man, fuck all that.
Hey, man.
Hey,
That's a New York
Listen
cast stuff.
to what?
Be Legit
New York's
E40.
finest.
No.
I used to listen to Be Legit.
You know, they just dropped a new joint.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
I bought one of Be Legit's the album came out like 05. It had Jadakiss on it and Styles on it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Y'all peep,
I haven't listened to
any
it.
of these Who Run It freestyles these little motherfuckers is doing?
Who?
Mm-mm.
You remember the Who Run It, the 3-6 Mafia shit? Who Run It?
Yeah.
That's the new challenge now. The Who Run It beat.
That's a challenge now?
Yeah, these little young niggas been killing it lately, but fucking DJ Paul came back, man, to show these little niggas how to do it, and he murdered that shit, yo.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and DJ Paul was spitting his ass off.
That's what's up.
That shit was crazy. Straight 3-6 shit, man.
I'm not impressed.
I'm gonna play one beat, man.
Unless they got Crunchy Black doing the dance in the background, I don't even want to see it.
Crunchy Black was my dude.
All right.
Hell
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on.
All these bras. That dude, that's scary as shit.
Hell yeah.
Man, got to fade out and everything.
I'm saying.
That shit sounds sinister.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just a loop. It's just a loop.
It is just a loop.
Hey, Mental. So You have you? Because you say dealt with a lot of Muslim stuff. Have you ever been like after Ramadan celebration, like in the Ramadan?
Have I ever participated?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! And I'm telling you now, fasting is hard as shit.
Hey, I know.
Yeah.
I can't do that shit. But I
I mean,
remember.
you fast every night.
True.
But I mean, the whole.
You smell fasting from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
It's a
Only
mind
water,
thing.
drinking only water, and all
Yeah,
shit.
it's a mind thing.
It definitely
Oh,
is,
fuck.
especially when you around food. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
like, depending on where you work at, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like like when I get up in the morning, I don't even eat lunch, man, till 11 o'clock my time. Sometimes 11:30, and if I'm really pushing it, sometimes 12.
I'm like that. I don't eat breakfast.
I do, and I'm just started because I hadn't had no processed sugar, man. Like shit, this make the 7th day. Shit, and I'm getting up in the morning just drinking a bottle of water and going to work.
Hell yeah.
But it's definitely a mind thing. If you can make it to at least from the time you get up to about 11, you're doing good because you're already fasting. If you get at least 5 or 6 hours sleep, you got to think when you're fasting. Then it's another 5 hours before you eat something. That's 10 hours.
Well,
So
yeah,
in theory, in theory, you can fast for a whole day.
I was asking because I was trying to find out if you had like when they had the meals and shit afterwards, like during the parties or whatnot.
Oh, have I ever had? Have it? Yeah.
They lay all the shit on not on the table, but on the ground, but on the sheets and everything. You sitting on the pillows, traditional way and all that. Long ass fucking sheet of shit to eat, like should be long as fuck, like a damn near whole living room full of food and shit.
Yeah, a lot of times.
I'm like, seriously.
It was when I was growing up. It was more prevalent that like my aunts and uncles and shit. My godparents was doing like the full blown traditional celebrations afterwards. Nowadays, and it's just like a they treat it almost like a Sunday dinner with the family. You know what I'm saying? So like it's at the table now and all of this. You know what I mean? Like they're still participating in a celebration, but they're not really following all the traditional rules.
Yeah. Like I remember.
We are hungry citizens.
I remember because I went to a school and a teacher was Muslim, and she was basically how it was. She was, she was Muslim. The majority of the students were. I wasn't, but the curriculum she was teaching was based off homeschool. So basically, I was in homeschool, but she was teaching it.
Okay.
What that I would be learning, just not at home, through her house or whatnot.
Right.
So, they're doing all this stuff on the work and everything. At the same time, I'm seeing just the basic tradition of like she would study. I mean, she would be teaching, the Quran and whatnot too. So I would learned about, God damn, learned the Quran was parts of it, but then it was the other book too. I can't remember the name of the other book because it was 2 books.
So I only ever studied the Quran because that's what my family studied. The other book, nobody ever studied. The other book that my family studied too was the Bible, because if you know, the Bible is one of the most heavily quoted things in the Quran. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
But see, there was, God, I can't think of the name of it,
but
it was like, whatever hurts.
Yeah, like you talking about all that food and being hungry. Shit, I thought about that old Tupac interview. He's like, "We are hungry, please let us in."
Nigga made me hungry, man. Shit.
Man, it was a definite experience, just seeing something different. I was a Muslim, but just being in the environment and whatnot, learned a lot of shit that I definitely wouldn't have known.
But
Just being on
at
the
least
block and whatnot.
You wasn't perpetrating the fraud. You wasn't.
Oh no, I'm
You wasn't out
Cats
here,
do.
man, talking about
I mean,
what's
I
up?
was
What's the
there.
days?
Like I've been in the mosque while people were praying and stuff, and I'm like, I'm here. I'm not like really participating in prayer or whatnot, but you
Nah,
know,
but you ain't out
people.
here
I'm
like, damn,
here,
what's
fool.
up, Lord? What's up, God?
Nah, well, it ain't gonna be none of that. But you know,
You gonna say that shit to the wrong person one day.
Yeah,
nah,
they
hell
gonna fuck
yeah.
around, ask him what's today's
Better know
math.
today's mathematics.
He ain't gonna be able to do it.
Today's mathematics. Why, buddy?
God damn.
Well, I about to sound like Dunlap.
Tap Dunlap be playing with mop water.
We only got the megaphone, but and high school intercom.
My headset on. Hold on.
High school intercom. That's
Dr.
rich.
Jenkins, come to the office here. Check it out.
Tamara Jones, would you please come to the office, please? Tamara Jones,
Where's
come to the
Gadget
office.
at? Gadget here.
You hear me?
You know Gadget gone.
Gadget went upstairs and went to sleep with arms folded.
Casket style.
Like Mark Antony.
Gadget, hardest working man in show business, man.
He is. He said Black Mav's Uber Beats joint's crazy. I can't wait to see it.
Can we all agree that Black Mav is the king of the undersell?
No, I would say that's AS. The Black Mav, he's in a close second.
Yep.
Nah, it's yeah.
AS don't like nothing he do.
I put Davenport in that conversation.
He said that put Dad in that conversation.
He's like the Godfather. He was like he ushered in that shit.
Yeah.
All the guys eat loose here.
Time to say goodnight to you.
Good night.
Good night, chat.
Peace, chat.
Peace.
I know we entertained y'all tonight.
See y'all later. Don't forget to check out Girls Gone Wild. Hosted by DJ Wild Body.
Yeah. Shout out to Vintage Beats, BA Mac, DJ Wreck.
Black Maverick.
Rack, what's up, Rack? What's up, BA Mac?
Came in one. BS Filter.
All right, Miles Coltrane. I see you. Bitch better have my money.
Oh man.
Miles took y'all money, went to a concert.
You did.
You gotta look